including back-to-back titles. But this year, the Trojans are in a different boat, fighting to earn a playoff spot. The upstart Moore Lions, led by three-year starter Denver Wolf and sophomore sensation C.J. Simon, are looking for their sixth playoff appearance in 7 years. It's a big-time matchup for both schools, and it's next on Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome to Ortho Central's Friday Night Rivals, live on CW34, driven by GMC.
A warm, windy night here in Moore, Oklahoma. A crucial District 6A1 matchup tonight as the Moore Lions play host to the Jenks Trojans. Hi, everyone. Jack Dammer with Myron Patton. Ed Murray will be on the sidelines for us tonight for this crucial matchup on Friday Night Rivals. And, Myron, let's talk about the back-to-back state champions. They come in vulnerable.
Yeah, they do. They had a close call against Westmore a couple of weeks ago, won that game. But Norman North goes there last week, beat them on their homecoming with a passing game, really made Jenks pay for it. They'll try to bounce back tonight.
Let's talk about the Moore Lions. They come in with a record of 4-2. They're led by quarterback Denver Wolf.
Only 5'9", but this guy can hurt you with his arm, 1,500 yards passing, 22 touchdowns, but he can also hurt you with his legs. He's a dual-threat quarterback.
All right, a crucial matchup for a playoff appearance. It is tonight, and we'll have the kickoff coming up right after this. Stay with us.
You're watching Ortho Central's Friday Night Rivals, live on CW34, driven by GMC.
And welcome back, everyone, to Moore, Oklahoma on Friday Night Rivals on the CW34. And welcome to those watching across the country on Stadium for this, what should be an entertaining matchup as the Moore Lions come in to take the field at a 4-2 record, as well as the Jenks Trojans. Before we begin tonight, let's go downstairs to the third member of our broadcast team, Ed Murray. Ed, good evening.
Good evening, Jack. The thing I'm going to be watching down here is the play Jenks defensive line against Moore's excellent offensive line. Last week in the loss to Norman North, Jenks was able to pressure North's Cam Six-Killer, but he got away for 70 yards and a rushing touchdown, added 300 yards and 2 more touchdowns. Well, Moore's Denver Wolf is very capable of doing the same thing. He has 3 games with 5 touchdown passes and another touchdown run. However, in the loss to Westmore, he was sacked 8 times, and on his 28 pass attempts, he was pressured another 15 times. That offensive line, if it can hold up against the Jinx defensive line, this could be a really high-scoring game tonight.
All right, thank you very much, Ed. As the Jinx Trojans won the toss, they will kick off. Moving from west to east, there is a slight breeze tonight, so it could be a factor coming into the kicking game. Myron, as we've seen throughout the season, kicking game has been a key for some teams.
Yeah, can't kick extra points, field goals, things of that nature. If you got somebody that can do it, it definitely gives you an advantage. We'll find it early who has the advantage in that tonight.
Here is Andrew Purcell to tee it up on the Ortho Central kickoff. Ortho Central, we are part of your team, and we are ready to go on a beautiful night here in Moore, Oklahoma, just south of downtown Oklahoma City. And here we are underway on this Friday night, and a high kick, and it will travel to the back of the end zone, and so the Lions will start after the touchback, coming in with a record of 4-2, but 1-2 in district play, and that's why tonight's game is so crucial for the Lions on their home turf to get a victory over the back-to-back state champions. So really a crucial game. And here are the starting lineups for the Moore Lions, brought to you by the United States Coast Guard. There you see Denver Wolf, number 3. We'll be calling his name tonight. Also, Myron, look for number 5, C.J. Simon, only a sophomore, but he's electric. Yeah,
he's a big-time playmaker. They were saying last year he's the next big thing coming up for Moore. He's done nothing to disappoint so far this season.
So here we go. First play from scrimmage from the 20 as we get underway on Friday Night Rivals, Week 7 of the high school football season. And here is Wolf looking to pass, and it is intercepted on the first play of the game by the Trojans as Jalen Stanford steps in to take it away. And one play, one turnover, and the Trojans have the football.
Looked like there's a lot of traffic where he threw that. You've got 4 Trojans around that one. Boy, you really got to thread the needle to get there. He didn't. And this is, if you're Jinx, this is a good way to get off to the start after losing at homecoming last week. We'll see if they can take advantage.
5th interception thrown by Denver Wolf this season, and the 2nd interception by Jalen Stanford. And so now we will see the Trojans on offense for the first time after the first play of the game. They are led at quarterback by Ike Owens, a senior, 6'2", 180 pounds. They've had a very interesting offseason and start of this season at quarterback, and we'll get to that as the game goes along. So here's the first play from scrimmage, and it's a direct snap to the running back, Schelling. And Schelling takes it for about 5 yards, a little kind of modified wildcat, Myron, as Schelling goes for 5. It brings up 2nd down and 5.
Why hand it off to him? Just snap it to him. Let him see what he can do with it.
Here are the starting lineups for the Trojans on offense, brought to you by the United States Coast Guard. There you see Jaden Carroll listed as a starter, but he will not play tonight, was injured last week and just could not go, and Schelling will get the majority of calls in the backfield. So here is the 2nd down play. Owens to pass it, and his pass is caught and immediately tackled on the far side of the field is Aiden Christensen. Maybe a loss of about a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down and long now for the Trojans.
Quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long, then the pass was high. Those two things allowed the Moore defense plenty of time to get over there and really hold that to nothing, and timing was off that play.
There you get a good look at the offense again, and so here we go. 3rd down, and they're calling it 6 from the Moore 23. And here's a handoff to Schelling, breaks 1 tackle, gets to the outside. He's going to be short of a 1st down by about 2.5 yards. This will be an interesting area of the field. They do have a good field goal kicker in Andrew Purcell, but it looks like Myron, they're going to stay with the offense and try to pick up this 1st down. 2 yards to go.
I was about to say, if Moore could hold to a field goal, this would be a victory for them and a disappointment for Jinx. So not surprised they're going to go for it. They think their offensive line can clear out some space and get this 1st down. It's a long 2, though.
Jordan Schelling, number 24, to Owens' right. They bring a man in motion, and Owens will keep it himself. Gets the 1st down, more to the 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
They made the right call. Go Wildcat right there. And he found a nice crease there on the right side and almost walks in for the touchdown.
Owens' 3rd touchdown run of the season. And it's a Homeland Grocery touchdown. Let's watch it again.
Yeah,
big hole.
Yeah, big hole there, and didn't get touched really until right there about the 1 yard line. The big guy. You're going to stop him there.
Got a good block from number 72, Milton White. And here's the point after attempt, and it is good. And so the Trojans, after the turnover, after the first play from scrimmage, they convert on the Ike Owens quarterback touchdown run. Let's take a break. 7-0, Jinx out in front. Back in Moore, Oklahoma, at Moore Lions facility, Moore Lions Stadium. This facility used by all 3 high schools in the Moore area. Only the 4th time these 2 schools have met since 2004, and Jinx leads this series without a loss.
6-0. I think it's the last time they played was pretty decisive. We'll see how Moore can bounce back from that opening, one play.
One play, yes. Here's the Ortho Central kickoff for the Trojans, and here is Purcell. And he will send it to the back of the end zone again for another touchback, and so the Lions will start again. First down and 10 from their 20. We talked about the Trojans, if you're not familiar, one of the prominent, or the prominent program in Oklahoma. Back-to-back state titles in 20 and 21. Their string started in the mid-90s, but they won titles before that. First one occurred back in 1979, and then after Midwest City's title in 95, they really took off.
Yeah, they and Tulsa Union kind of start trading off who won the most championships.
Here are the Lions, and here's the handoff. And this is Pittman on the carry. Actually, Braden Clark, check that. And he is going to pick up no gain, so second down and 10.
First down always a big key.
There you see the Jinx defense, brought to you by the United States Coast Guard. They are led up front by Jack Stanley and Milton White. Here is Wolf's pass, caught for short yardage, out to around the 25. He'll pick up 5, so it'll bring up third down and 5. That pass caught by number 5, C.J. Simon. And like we said, Myron, this kid, only a sophomore, 6'1", 165, but he's already getting offers from Division I schools, and he was captain of this team as a freshman last year. That tells you his talent.
Yeah, freshman playing for the varsity. That's usually pretty good.
Here is Wolf. Long pass over the middle, and he's going to overthrow his receiver around the 45-yard line, and that puts him in a 4th and long situation, and they will have to kick it away. So 2 possessions, 1 turnover, and now a 3 and out.
Yeah, rough start for Moore. You really want to, if you don't score, to kind of get some first downs going. See if they can at least get a good punt off to pin Jinx back. You're already down 1 score. You want to keep it right there.
Denver Wolf will be the punter. And it's a low line drive that will take I was going to say a Jinx bounce, but it takes a Moore roll and rolls across midfield and will be out of bounds around the 47. And so the Trojans will take over. There you see Keith Riggs, the head man for the Trojans in his 5th season, took over for Alan Trimble, of course, who won 13 state titles and Riggs has just continued that. He's been a part of 7 state titles, and since he's taken over, the Trojans have won a couple of back-to-back titles.
Yeah, Alan Trimble's kind of set the standard, but they had some other good coaches too. I mean, Perry Beaver back there, Ron Lancaster back in the 80s.
Here's the first down play, and here is Schelling right back up the middle. And he gets close to a first down into more territory, and he will actually have a first down. That will be an Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down. There you see first-year head coach for the Lions, Greg Bryant, came over from Choctaw as defensive coordinator. And now leading this Lions team, who did not make the playoffs last year, but they have made the playoffs in 5 of their last 6 seasons. Actually finished very well, 7-3 last year, but because of the district, finished just 1 notch out of the playoffs. Here's the first down play. Owens looking long over the middle, has his receiver wide open, but he's going to overthrow him at the 10-yard line as he was looking for Ty Walls, and it will bring up second down and 10.
Ty had like a step and a half. If that's on target, he's going to score. But just overthrew him, and he's like, man, I knew I had 6 on my mind. I knew I was going to make the highlight reel.
And he's made several. He's a senior, and he's headed. He has a lot of college offers as well, has played sparingly this year, has been injured, and went out of the game when they lost to Union in the Backyard Bowl earlier this season. Here's the third down play. Here's Schelling. Nice cut back, breaks it loose at the 30, down to the 20, and is tackled from behind at the 15-yard line inside the Rose State red zone, and Corey Dean, the junior cornerback, saves a touchdown.
Well, the big guys are winning up front because he had a massive hole there and took advantage, and boy, he's thinking he's going to score. That's a touchdown-saving tackle right there, but their offensive line's winning up front, beating Moore. It's defensive line.
We'll show that offensive line. They are big and they are good. First down and 10 for the Trojans at the 14. Already up 7-0 midway through the first quarter. And here is Owens, handoff right back up the middle. This is going to be close to a first down. Jalen Stanford on the carry for the Trojans. Going to be a yard shy, so it's a gain of 9, second down and 1. There's your offensive line, Myron, led by number 50, Landon Zaldivar. He's already committed to Memphis. He's on the right side. But you got Gavin Kirby, 275, 243, 272. They average 276 pounds along that offensive line.
So they're doing work. Moore kind of held them right there, but they're getting one-on-one jinxes with the receivers on the outside, but the way they run the football, there's no need to throw it.
Owens keeps it.
The scholar athlete of the week is the center, Jordan Brown. He's doing his job. We'll hear from him at halftime.
He's 5'9", 272. It's a first down for the Trojans. Ball at the 4-yard line, 6.5 to play. And here is the handoff to Schelling. And Schelling close to the goal line, and he is not going to get in. He is stopped by Lauren McCubbin, number 72.
Kind of bowing up here. Not able to get there.
Also number 12, Keith Bean, comes up to make the play, and we have a Trojan who's hurt, and that is Schelling. That is not good news. He's a sophomore, but he has been taking on the load, and they are, or have been, riddled with injuries all season. In fact, 10 starters when they played Union in the loss to the Redhawks in week 3, they had 10 starters out with injuries. So with the injury, we will take a break here and more. The Trojans are up 7-0. We're back after this. Welcome back, everyone, to more. There you see the sophomore Jordan Schelling being helped off, and we're going to show the replay of him getting hurt, Myron, but we're only going to show it once because it is not very good.
Yeah, got his foot caught underneath right there, and that's pretty painful.
Second down and goal for the Trojans, and here is the handoff. And Carrasco, Boston Carrasco, now in the backfield.
They call it a touchdown?
Gets into the end zone, yes. I didn't see. Yes, finally it was called by the referees. I apologize. So Carrasco scores his second touchdown of the season, another Homeland Grocery touchdown, and here is Purcell for the point after. A delayed call by the line judge, but it is now 13-0. And the point after is good. And so 5:55 to go in the opening quarter, and the Trojans are up 14-0. Not the start the Lions wanted.
No, it's not. And, of course, they would have gone for it on fourth down anyway.
Let's talk about the keys to tonight's game for both of these schools. And I think they're pretty obvious. Let's start with the Moore Lions. Offensive line, you got to protect Denver Wolf. And then you got to stop making mistakes, and that's what they did on the first play.
Yeah, first play, interception, that's a mistake that you don't want. And, of course, with Jenks, you mentioned the penalties they've had the last couple of weeks. Stay away from those, and, of course, beat Jenks. And what you've seen here in that drive, especially, Jenks has always got some big offensive linemen, good skill position players, and they look like Jenks that we've seen the last 20 years.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
It's early, though. Moore's going to put something together offensively, though. They've got some weapons on their side, led by Denver Wolf and C.J. Simon, some other guys. They've got to put together a drive here. If nothing else, just kind of stem this momentum that Jenks has built up here in the first two drives here early in the first quarter.
Here's the Ortho Central kickoff, and Andrew Purcell ready to kick it away for the third time tonight. And for the third time, the Lions will let it go to the back of the end zone, and the touchback will bring it to the 20, and that's where the Lions will start on offense. Let's look at the district standings. We talk about how important they are coming into tonight, with both teams needing a win tonight. There you see the Lions just out of a playoff spot. Of course, Bixby coming up from 6A2, excuse me, now in 6A1 at the top of this leaderboard. And both teams have Bixby remaining on their schedule. And here is the handoff. This is Cameron Hayes, and Hayes is going to get maybe a yard. It'll bring up second down and 9 after the junior running back takes it out to the 21.
The first down's not been good for him. Getting a yard that sets you up second and long, and you got a playmaking quarterback that can hurt you with his arm or his legs. C.J. Simon, they've got some playmakers. Those guys need to come through and make some plays for them, but the offensive line is not winning in the battles up front.
Second and 9. Wolf from the shotgun. His pass is thrown short and immediately hit, and he is going to be dropped for a huge loss back to the 15. And that is Hayden Stoll, the tight end. Let's check it out again. Nowhere to run.
No, nowhere to run, and didn't give him forward progress because he started trying to get back up the field. So now it's third and long. You're looking at another 3 and out.
Blake Bilby, a sophomore cornerback, making that play. It's now third down and 15. Wolf, his pass is caught by Simon. Simon across the 20, out to the 24-yard line, but it's going to be well shy of the first down markers. And so it will be fourth down, and the Lions already down 14-0. Looks like they will kick it away.
Not the start that he was looking for, Coach Bryant. You got to see if you can hold up. Obviously, turnover would help quite a bit more as well. But so far, Jenks has looked like they're upset that they lost last week.
Jalen Stanford back deep for the Trojans. Running left, still running, and finally tripped up, and he fumbles it. but I believe they're going to say he was down as the Lions recovered, but he was clearly down.
He is play over. Yeah. Yeah, that's you're looking for something though. That would have been a nice turnover, but he was down. He's definitely down.
So here are the Trojans taking over, already up 14-0 for just under 4.5 minutes to play. Carrasco, the running back behind Ike Owens, takes the handoff, and he gets nowhere. Good stop by the defensive front for the Lions, led by Jalen Pounds, number 91, and number 90, Ashton McKenzie. You see Keith Riggs, again, in his 5th year. And here are all the state titles, and if you look at there, they won numerous titles back to back to back. 5 titles, 2012 to 15. Of course, the title run that started it all, 96 to 2001.
A lot of great players come out of the program, too.
2nd down and 9. Owens. His pass is caught. Down to the 45, close to the first down marker.
This would be a mark. See where they put this, if he got it or not. It's close.
Ty Walls on the reception. And they are going to mark it shy with a yard to gain. It'll be 3rd down and short. Let's go downstairs real quick to Ed Murray. Ed, what do you have for us?
I went over to the Jinx sideline, checked on Schelling. They really looked his leg over really hard. It's his ankle. They're going to retape the ankle. He's going to see if he can't come back in. He was able to walk on it with a slight limp, so it's not as bad as that replay looked.
And that is good news as Owens takes it himself for a 1st down across down to the 40-yard line. An Oklahoma Ford dealer's 1st down for the Trojans. They move the chains.
If he comes back, I'm going to start calling him Gumby.
There you see him right there. Jordan Schelling getting that tape.
The wonders of a good tape job.
Yes, no doubt about it.
Football player's best friend.
Leads the team in rushing coming into tonight. They need him. And here is Jalen Stanford. And Stanford breaks it loose. And he's going to take it to the house for a touchdown.
You know, I was just about to say before that they picked up that 1st down. Of course, on the quarterback sneak, they'd done a better job controlling the run. And then this happens. Just found a little crease right there. In fact, a big crease, not a little crease. And he's almost in cruise control right there.
2.5 minutes to play in the 1st quarter, and the Trojans are up 20-0. And here is Purcell, 2nd touchdown run of the season for Jalen Stanford. And Purcell's point after is up, and it is good. Well, this is, I don't think this is what anyone expected coming into tonight. We said Jinx was vulnerable, but I'm going to question what I said in the opening. Let's take a look at this touchdown run again.
Yeah, look at the line, though. They're just clearing people out. Excuse me. And like I said, he is literally looking around. Is there anybody back there? Is anybody going to chase me? And he walks into the end zone.
He had 81 yards last week against Norman North in the shocker loss to the Timberwolves, 31-21. He had 162 yards earlier in the season, week 2 against the Owasso Rams. And he adds dozens more there.
Well, I guess last week against Norman North, the secondary got lit up. Campbell 6 the quarterback threw for 324.
Yeah.
Of course, he can also hurt you with his legs. I think that got their attention.
Here's the Ortho Central kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It will be another touchback, and so the Lions will try to get something going here on offense. 1st down and 10 from their own 21-yard line, down 3 scores.
You know, one thing last week, too, they didn't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and they didn't necessarily pressure Denver Wolf when he's thrown the ball. But I know that's something they want to do a better job of. But up front, they've not been able to get anything in the running game more. And this is a game where your best players got to come forward and make some plays for you. This get ugly.
Here's Cameron Hayes on the carry, and this is a good start on first down. Gets out to the 25-yard line, brings up second down and 5, the junior running back.
Yeah, first downs, I mean, so you got 2nd and 4. Got 2 yards, 2 plays to get a first down. Get a first down, get some momentum going, get a rhythm.
A whistle before the play, and this is going to be procedure against the Lions.
Foul. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
So he just gave it right back.
Referee Rick Johnson tonight.
There he is on the right side there. A little bit anxious.
Second down and 10. Hayes out of the backfield takes the pass from Wolf and gets out to the 25-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Last 2 possessions, Myron, for the Trojans. 2 straight 53-yard touchdown drives. Crucial 3rd down play for the Lions, who need to get something going. And that's an understatement.
Where's C.J. Simon?
And here's the handoff on the end around. And this is going to be a first down and more. The Lions, thanks to a great run by senior Braden Clark, gets a first down. Let's go downstairs to Ed Murray. Ed.
Well, fellas, I don't know if you noticed that penalty flag that went on the field for a procedure was pink. It is a pink out here in Moore tonight to fight breast cancer. Even the visiting Jenks Trojans, a lot of their tape jobs are in pink tonight. But that last penalty flag was not yellow, it was pink.
Here's the first down play and a pass completion to C.J. Simon. So there you asked where he was, and there he is, Myron, with a good pass and catch. And they're inside Jenks territory at the 44-yard line. First down and 10. And now movement along the offensive line. Noah Wood, the right tackle, starts before the snap.
You're down 21. You don't want to be giving yards back, but
Dead ball. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
The play before, where they picked up the first down, Simon delivered a really good block on the end that allowed his teammate to get that first down. So your best players have to step up and make some plays.
And Simon is to the bottom of your screen. 4 wideouts to the top. And here is Wolf, and he goes to Simon. Has to make a move around the referee and picks up another 7 yards. So now they found a rhythm between Denver Wolf and C.J. Simon.
Yeah, just a little slant route there, and got him on the move, and they get the penalty yards back and a couple more, so you got to make it down to get a first down.
And now Simon goes out to the left. 4 wideouts to the top of the screen, and here is Hayes, and Hayes gets a good hard run across the 35 down to the 34. Looks like he's going to be about 6 inches shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Lions.
They picked up the tempo on this drive. I think that's kind of helped them a little bit. And something about getting that first down that kind of gets the engine going and kind of gets you rolling a little bit.
Here is Denver Wolf. He hands off to Hayes, and Hayes picks up the first down as a helmet comes flying off of Adrian Timpston, the left guard. So the senior will have to go out. So the Lions pick up a first down. 3 seconds to go, and that should end the first quarter before they get the snap off, and it is. So we are finished here in Moore with a quarter. And the Trojans, thanks to a couple of mistakes by the Lions, lead it 21-0. We're back with the second quarter after this. Welcome back, everyone, to Friday Night Rivals on the CW34, and welcome once again to those across the country watching on Stadium tonight. First down and 10 for the Lions as we start the second quarter, and here is C.J. Simon on the end round, has a hole down to the 15, to the 10, stays on his feet, and he gets into the end zone. No signal yet. It is a touchdown.
He's just kind of gliding along there, and it's like he hits a gear. Priest there, these long strides. I didn't look like that to him.
He is the top sophomore wide receiver in the state of Oklahoma, and he shows why right there.
That's what you got to have. You got to have your best players make some plays, get you back in this game.
And here is Liam Evans, and the top kicker in the state, adds the point after. And so the Lions add a touchdown and cut into the lead, 21-7. Come back to more with us right after this. Jack Damermeyer and Patton back in Moore, Oklahoma at Moore Schools Stadium on the campus of Moore High School. 21-7 our score. There you see the big offensive line for the Moore Lions. We talked about the offensive line for the Trojans. Well, the Lions average more than 265 pounds across the front as well.
And they did a much better job on that drive. Like I said, they got some tempo going with the no huddle and kind of got that first down and were able to build on that. Now we'll see if the defense can work on that as well. See if they can cool that Jenks offense.
So here is the Ortho Central kickoff. It is a short kick taken at the 27 by an up man for the Trojans. And he'll return it out to about the 30-yard line. And so the Trojans will take it for the first time here in the second quarter, up 21-7. Let's see if Jordan Schelling, the sophomore running back, returns to the game. And I don't know, Myron. I mean, the way
that's pretty tough ankle.
Yeah,
sprain. That's what it was. I mean,
I have a strained calf and I can't run, let alone a twisted ankle, right? Well, in the backfield is Boston Carrasco, number 8, a sophomore. 8-play, 80-yard drive and 239 for the Lions. Thanks to a tremendous C.J. Simon touchdown run, his first touchdown run of the season. And here is Carrasco, and he gets out to the 36-yard line, brings up second down and 5.
Well, the Jenks offensive line, they've done a good job here throughout this game with the running game. They've had some big gainers, but even just the 5-yard variety right there gives you second and manageable, 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4. So many things you can do that as a play caller.
Empty backfield for Owens. Carrasco in motion, and he'll take the throw, and it's a bad toss by Owens. It'll be incomplete, and it brings up 3rd and 5.
Big down for Moore, big down for Jenks as well. In terms of can they get off the field? That line offense probably feels pretty good about themselves, and they're anxious to get their hands back on the football.
There you see Ike Owens, number 9. Interesting quarterback situation the Trojans had, not only in the offseason, but last year, Myron, when you looked at it. Owens started the season at quarterback, was replaced by Shaker Rezig, who won the state title for the Trojans, and then immediately transferred to their rival Union across town. As the pass is going to be short, it'll bring up 4th down for the Trojans, 4th and about a yard and a half.
Yeah, that's he stopped and right his tracks right there. That's called a form tackle.
And that was made by Corey Dean, the junior cornerback.
Just a bit surprised they didn't go for this. I mean, I understand it's at the 40, but where they've been moving guys off the ball. Now, if you're Moore, you don't want to be jumping off sides.
Here is Elliot Ataya.
Watch out for a fake.
A high kick, not very long, but it does take a nice Jinx bounce on this artificial surface and will be down at the 25.
All right, let's see what the Lions can do. They got their hands back on it again.
Put together an 80-yard drive their last possession.
You know, sometimes you have to have a few possessions to kind of find what's working, what the defense is doing to you. We'll see if maybe Morris figures something out. Of course, one thing, like I said, get it to C.J. Simon. Denver Wolf hadn't made a big, hasn't really put his imprint on this game yet either, so watch out for him.
Wolf will pass it out to the near side. It is caught by Clark, who breaks free down the line to midfield, down to the 40, to the 30. His speed is going to take him into the end zone. A touchdown, more Lions.
There's some imprint. How about that? How about that?
75-yard touchdown pass to Braden Clark. His 9th touchdown of the year. And look at the speed once he got to the outside.
Yes, he did. And I didn't make out the number. The receiver that turned the tackler inside allowed Clark to get to the outside to the sideline. If he doesn't do that, then Clark has to turn back inside where the Jinx defense is. And so give him credit for making that play. He's not going to make the highlight reel, but that's a good block by that outside receiver to allow Clark to watch it right here. See, if he turns it back inside, you got help right there. But instead, he goes outside. He got nothing but sideline and yards in front of him. Touchdown Lions. Sorry, man.
We're back after this. One play, 75 yards to that man right there, Braden Clark, and he ran 75 yards in 12 seconds to bring the Lions to within a touchdown. 21-14 now our score. 14-21. We've just started the second quarter, and this is fun.
Yeah, we got a game. We got a game.
So here is the Ortho Central kickoff for the Lions. Be a little pooch kick taken at the 27-yard line. This is going to be a good return by the Trojans, and I believe that was Stanford on the return. Gets up out across the 40 to about the 44. And a flag is thrown back near where they kick off.
A couple flags there. See what Rick Johnson and his crew will tell us. Longtime official in the Oklahoma City area. Yeah, he's walking. There we go.
It's a personal foul on the Trojans.
The way they threw it is maybe something happened with the kicker or something. They hit him or something, take a shot at him, because they threw it behind the, actually I guess it would be in front of the runner.
So the penalty will move the football back. Let's see where they mark it. It looks like it's going to be marked at the 29. So first down and 10 for the Trojans at the 29. That is the first Jinx penalty of the night, Myron. Last week they had 10. In their loss to Norman North. And here is Owens under center. And here's the handoff to Jalen Stanford, who breaks it free. He's across midfield, down to the 30, to the 20, and is going to be, well, I thought he was going to be brought down, stays on his feet, and he scores.
You do a cross-country run, I'll do one. His second of the night, and just got to the left side and made it a foot race. And, yeah, I thought he was going to get tackled too, but give him credit.
71-yard touchdown run for Jalen Stanford. And let's watch it again. I was for sure he was going to be brought down right there, but a nice stiff arm.
You got to make that tackle right there.
Yep.
You got to make that. You got to wrap him up, not just throw your body in there, because he's 184. He's a big guy. Grab a leg, grab a foot, grab something.
And that was Jonathan Alexander who initially missed him. And here's the point after by Purcell. So one play, 71 yards. And Stanford makes it a 2-score lead now for the Trojans. 9:26 to go, second quarter. We're back to more Oklahoma right after this. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that. 28-14. The Trojans extend their lead back to a 2-touchdown lead. And Ed Murray was right, Myron, before the ball game, talking about this could be a high-scoring game. Well, it's already 28-14. Ed, you were right about that one.
Both these teams have really got some great athletes on the field. And with Jinx, we were talking to Coach Riggs before the game. This is the first time they've really seen this 4 wide-out spread thing. And Moore has hit him for a couple of big plays, was what he was worried about. But his offensive line, Jack, he told us that he hasn't had the same starting offensive line 2 games in a row. They certainly accommodated that first quarter in particular.
Here's the Ortho Central kickoff. Purcell kicking into a bit of a win, will be fielded at the goal line by Simon, and Simon returns it out to about the 9-yard line. So back-to-back one-play drives, one for the Lions, 75 yards, 12 seconds. And then for the Trojans, one play, 71 yards. That one took 21 seconds. Stay tuned for the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. We will showcase this week's McIntyre Law Scholar athletes and have a conversation with our participating school administrators. We'll also have first half highlights, and there's plenty of them, and more. That's coming up in the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. Lions pinned back deep, first down and 10 from their own 9-yard line. Let's see what Denver Wolf can orchestrate here. And here is the handoff right back up the middle. Cameron Hayes will pick up a couple of yards. 2nd down and 8 across the 10 out to the 11.
Yes, you can carve out a couple a first down or two, if nothing else, give you better field position if you do have to punt. Big plays have been rolling, though.
2nd down and 8. Pass out to Hayes. He's got some room out to the 20 and tackled around the 23. It's going to be a first down, though, for the Lions. It is a Brahms first down. From our farm to our store, only Brahms gives you more. So Cameron Hayes continues his good game tonight, number 13. Denver Wolf came in 1,500 yards through the air, 22 touchdowns. He's added to that, of course, with a pass to Simon. And here's the end around to Simon. And Simon's going to pick up a first down. Back-to-back first down plays for the Lions out to the 34-yard line. And Simon looks like he's hobbled getting up. Hopefully not the case.
Yeah, he's just another gear. Turns it up there, gets the first down. He's slow getting up there. Just a sophomore, 165.
Already has an offer from Texas Tech. Has visited OU. He's going to be a tremendous talent over the next couple of years. And here is the pass by Denver Wolf out to Hayes out of the backfield. And he picks up 8 yards, 2nd down and 2 now for the Lions.
That little swing pass is working for them.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by the wonderful group at High Five Media. High Five Media, intentionally different. 2nd down and 2 from the 42. Wolf looking to pass out right. He has Simon open at midfield. Makes a nice move down to the 43-yard line. Another first down. The Lions move the chains and keep it going.
Wolf just rolling out. Puts it up where his man has. He had to jump for, but he's a good athlete. Nice catch. 4 more downs.
Also a basketball star for the Lions. Track standout. Here is Wolf, back to pass, going long, has his receiver open. This is Clark at the 10, down to the 5.
Well, like I said, the big plays are coming. And, of course, Clark had the 71-yard touchdown run just a second ago. And Wolf just laying it out there.
A 42-yard reception to Braden Clark. First down and goal inside the Rose State red zone. Here's a handoff to Hayes trying to get outside. And he can't do it. The ball is loose at the end of the play.
I think they're going to say he's down.
Ashton Paul, the Trojans jumped on it, but the referees are going to call Hayes down before the fumble, and it's 2nd and goal.
Looks like that arm was down before the ball came out, and play's over. Ooh, it's close.
Pretty close, yeah.
Pretty close.
At the college rinks, that'd be replayed,
yep.
reviewed.
No replay.
Nope. 2nd down and goal. Ball at the 3. Wolf calls his own number. Nowhere to run, and will have to just take a knee at the 4-yard line. And he comes up a little hobbled.
Hobbled pretty good. If you're Jenks, you can hold him to a field goal here. You're feeling pretty good about yourself inside the 5. So
let's watch it again. And wow. Yeah. Before he was tackled, it looked like he had lifted that leg up. Turf got him again. This is not the newest turf here in Moore. It's been here a while. 3rd and goal now from the 5. Wolf looking to pass, and he's going to have to throw it away, and it's intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Ooh, that's, man, you gotta go ahead and put that one in over by the 7-Eleven or something. You can't even come close to letting that get picked off.
That is Ty Walls who picked it off.
Yeah, that's interception. You know, you're wondering, if that foot or whatever he hurt kept him from really planning and really putting a lot on it. because he kind of flowed that out there, and there was no more line even remotely close, so he was throwing it away, but just didn't get enough on it. It's a huge play for Jenks, huge play.
So they take over with 6:06 to play in the half. Stay tuned in the fourth quarters. We will select the Dynamite Driving drive of the game. Dynamite driving tests 7 days a week. So 2 interceptions now by Denver Wolf tonight. One on the first play of the game, and now this one. And here's the handoff to Stanford, and Stanford gets out to about the 23-yard line. Makes it 2nd down and 7. The Trojans are without one of their top running backs, besides Jordan Schelling, who went out in the first quarter with the ankle injury. Jaden Carroll, number 5, he is not playing tonight. He hurt his shoulder last week. He will be missed by this Trojans offense. In the title game last season, he had nearly 150 yards on the ground. Here's Ike Owens, and his pass is incomplete as he was looking for Walls. And it brings up 3rd down and 7 now for the Trojans. Good look there at Ty Walls. And there's a penalty against the Trojans on that play, holding. So we'll do it again.
If you're Moore, if you can get the ball back, you've shown you can move it these last few drives. It's a killer boy inside the 1-2 yard line. You don't get any points, but if you can get the ball back, plenty of time to get on the scoreboard before the first half ends.
It doesn't look like they're too concerned about Denver Wolf's ankle, Myron, because
Holding.
he's just standing on the sideline. I don't think the trainers had taken a look at it when he came off.
Still 2nd down.
Well, his mobility is a big part of who he is. I mean, he can throw the football, yes, but he's also a guy when he gets in trouble, or even sometimes they call quarterback draws, things of that nature. He can rip off a 30, 40, 50-yard run as well.
Big play defensively for the Moore Lions. 2nd down and 22. Ball back on the 8-yard line. Here's Owens to pass. And he is hit as he releases it. And he is slow in getting up. A big hit by number 91, Jalen Pounds, the nose guard. And let's take a look at this one again.
Yep. Good thing that's not Tom Brady. That takes a shot.
Of course. It was a terrible penalty.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Here's Jalen Pounds, senior nose guard. Came in leading the team in sacks and almost got one there. It is 3rd and 22. Owens stays in the game. Kai Beatty to his left, and a flag, and it's going to be delay a game on the Trojans. So the Trojans starting to make errors as they did last week. And another penalty on this drive will take it back even further.
They're pretty quiet on penalties there for the most part of the first quarter. But
Head ball, delay a game, offense. Half the distance to the goal. 3rd down.
here the last 7-8 minutes, they've been picking up penalties, man.
3rd and a mile. Ball is back at the 4-yard line. Beatty now to Owens' right. And here's the handoff right back up the middle with some room. And Stanford gets out to about the original line of scrimmage to the 20, well shy of the first down, and it'll be 4th down and punting situation for the Trojans.
So were you nervous if you're Moore? Because it looked like he's about to hit a crease if they didn't get him. Looks like it's going to be another foot race. And I don't think he loses too many of those.
Braden Clark back deep for the Lions, standing back at his own 39-yard line. Here's Elliott Ataya to punt it away, averaging 36 yards a punt. This is going to be a short kick, and it bounces. Takes a huge bounce for the Trojans and rolls dead at the 33-yard line. Coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game, we will select our GMC player of the game, and we have a long way to go. 4:19 left to go in the first half. 28-14 our score. The Trojans jumped out to a 21-0 lead before the Lions came back. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report, where we will showcase this week's McIntyre Law Scholar athletes, have a conversation with our school's administrators, first half highlights, and more on the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. Here is Denver Wolf. The end around to Clark, and he has nowhere to run, and is going to be dropped for about a yard loss back around the 33.
When guys run that play, they're always kind of looking, stretching it outfield. You're just running lateral. You got to turn that thing up and sometimes get what you can get.
Another flag has been thrown, I believe. I believe this is going to be on the Lions, and they're asking Keith Riggs whether he wants to accept the penalty or not. It would bring up a 2nd and 11 play. Or do they want to make it 1st and 15? And let's get the call from Rick Johnson.
Holding. Offense. That penalty's declined. Personal foul, offense. That penalty's accepted, 15 yards. Repeat, first down.
Let's go downstairs to Ed Murray. Ed, what do you have for us?
Well, Jack, Moore's offense is doing this without their big 230-pound running back, DeAndre Pittman. That was a player that Coach Riggs at Jenks was worried about, but it may just be game planned out. He doesn't appear to be injured, just been sitting over here by himself on the bench. But with the speed and the quick strike ability, he may just be game planned out right now.
First down and 26 now for the Lions. Ball is spotted back at the 18. They need to get to the 44. Wolf rolling to his left, and he throws it, and it's intercepted again. 3rd pick by the Trojans tonight. This one was picked off by Ashton Cunningham.
Boy, that was just underthrown, and I'm not.
No one in the vicinity.
I mean, I guess he's going for the 26. You know, Whittington, Makai Crenshaw, excuse me. Maybe he's going for him, but that was well underthrown.
And it occurs right before a half, deep in their own territory, so the Trojans will take over at the Lion 27-yard line with 3:57 to play.
Well, it's going to be tough to keep him out of the end zone here. Guess you can come up with a defensive takeaway, something on your own.
Jalen Stanford behind the quarterback Owens, who's under center for this snap, and Stanford gets the call. And he will get down to about the 21, a gain of about 6. 2nd down and 4 for the Trojans as the clock continues to run, nearing 3.5 to play in the opening half.
Not fast enough for Moore. It's not running fast enough, but we'll see what they can do with this.
Jalen Stanford already committed to the University of Houston.
That means he'll be in the Big 12.
Yep. Still see him play here in the Sooner State when they make the trip to Stillwater. And here he is running toward the corner of the end zone. Can he get in? I believe he's going to be pushed out at the 1-yard line. Corey Dean saves a touchdown, or do they give it to him?
I think he got in the corner.
They did give him the touchdown. You're right. It's a Homeland Grocery touchdown for Jalen Stanford.
There he just kind of bounces it outside, and nice little stiff arm. They're trying. Wow,
ball, yes, perfect.
Ball hit the pylon. That's a touchdown. 3 TDs for him the first half.
Good heads-up play by Stanford to get that ball into the pylon. And here is the point after, and it is up and good.
They go down and play for Dana Holgerson. Houston.
35-14, Myron. Tough turnover by the Lions there on that interception.
You went from being down one score, you think, to an interception in the end zone. Now an interception that basically gives them a touchdown. Now you're down by 21 again. So the hill is there again. You got to climb up. Now the way they've been producing big plays, you can still maybe get a score here before halftime arrives.
2 plays, 27 yards, 53 seconds after the interception for the Trojans on that touchdown drive, 35-14.
And you know Jenks, after losing last week to Norman North on homecoming, I mean, that's a big loss to homecoming. They wanted to come out and make a statement, play much better. Moore, they went on Southmore last week, was their first district win.
And won convincingly, 70-28.
Yeah, you put up 70 points. That's pretty good.
Wolf had only thrown 4 interceptions this season coming into tonight. He's thrown 3 here in the first half. And here is the Ortho Central kickoff by Andrew Purcell. Fielded by Clark in the end zone. It will be a touchback, and so the Lions will start just before half at their own 20.
Well, actually, Marcus Dawkins was a big star for Moore. We'll see if they can, like I said, 3 minutes. They still got time to get some points on the board. Man, you can't, Jenks too good to be giving out turnovers like they've given up here in the first half.
So here is Wolf back out there, 1st down and 10. And here is the handoff to Cameron Hayes. Hayes trying to get outside and is going to get about 4 yards before he is brought down by a host of Trojans. 2nd down and 6.
Nice night for football, like the 70s, I guess. But a fall is 70.
Picture perfect night. Here is Wolf and his pass to Clark. And Clark trying to get a 1st down, and he does. Great second effort across the 30 out to the 32 for Braden Clark.
Yeah, he did that on his own. And you see the difference from his long touchdown. This time they were able to turn it back inside where the help is. And the defense was able to turn a much shorter gain right there, to hold it to a much shorter gain.
Here's a handoff to Hayes, and Hayes finds a crease along the right side, across the 35 to the 36. A gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 now for the Lions as the clock runs, 2 minutes to play. Lions still have all 3 timeouts, and they have C.J. Simon, who is lined up in the slot. Now he's in motion, and this is a handoff. Who's looking for a block from Simon, and Cameron Hayes gets close to midfield across the 45, finally brought down at the 46.
They got time. Let's go ahead and pick this up.
Another Brahms 1st down for the Lions. And they roll the clock, 1:45 to play. Good block that time by the sophomore C.J. Simon. Hayes in motion, actually make that Clark in motion, and here's Hayes on the handoff, and he gets into Trojan territory to the 48-yard line. Clock now under a minute and a half. Hurry up offense for the Lions. C.J. Simon to the right. A wide out lined up on the right side, and here is Wolf looking to pass. No one open. And now throws it long over the middle, has his receiver wide open at the 25. And that was J.J. Gomez. Good patience that time by Denver Wolf, finding a wide open Gomez.
Yeah, I think he was looking for a guy on a deep route, fly route. Couldn't find him, but you're right. Found his man right there coming across the middle. Good job to get open.
And now a timeout, I believe, is going to be called by Jenks. They were late in getting a player onto the field as the Lions were taking the snap. And so they will take their first timeout to regroup as the Lions have it first down and 10 inside the Rose State red zone, just inside the 20. th catch of the season by Gomez. One of the captains on this Lions team.
I see Wolf talking to his guys in the huddle. Looks like he's had a rough first half with the interceptions, but still competing and finding some receivers. And they get on the board here.
It'd be huge for him, yeah. Huge for him going into the half.
Yeah, yeah. So they'll, but you got to complete the drive. They've been down here before, and they've not come away with points. And if you're Jenks, one thing, of course, maybe they're dropping guys in the coverage or whatever, but one of the issues last week against Norman North, they got no pressure on Sixkiller, the Norman North quarterback. Yeah. And they haven't just gotten a lot of pressure on Wolf. The interceptions he's thrown have not been really the result of pressure.
Right. He has not been pressured to throw those. Looked like on one he was either trying to throw it away or just miscalculated where his wideout was going.
Yeah, if you're gonna throw it away, man, you gotta send it to like the fifth row.
Up to us, right?
Make it a souvenir to somebody.
Yeah, send it up to us.
Yeah.
So first down and 10, the ball spotted at the 20. 53 seconds remain. Here's the handoff to Cameron Hayes, and Hayes across down to the 18-yard line. Clock will continue to run. Second down and 8, and the Lions go quickly. And Wolf wants his play again. They have wasted a lot of time. They have 3 timeouts, Myron.
Yeah.
You wonder why they just wasted 20 seconds. And here's the pass, and incomplete. And now a late flag comes in. And they're going to get pass interference as Braden Clark just could not come up with that reception.
And a Trojan on his back.
I believe they're going to get 45. Sam Stone, the sophomore safety, with pass interference. 22 seconds remaining.
Mark that off. But you're right, it's getting down to, he's right there. He's on
pass interference. Defense, half the distance to the goal, line to gain, first down.
It'll be a first down for the Lions. Ball spotted inside the 10 around the 9-yard line with 22 seconds remaining. Clark is in motion. Wolf back to pass. A lot of time. Has his receiver wide open to the back of the end zone. Doesn't find him. And now he just throws it away with 14 seconds to play. He had Andre Lee, number 22, in the back of the end zone, wide open.
Yeah, didn't spot him. And I'm sure he's obviously where he's thrown 3 picks. But yeah, he's there. He's right there.
That's also Braden Clark, number 2.
And just threw it away, and that's
second and goal now from the 9. And now a timeout as the Lions will take a timeout as the play clock was getting down under 10 seconds.
This can be tough if you don't have a real good running game. They've run the ball okay, but 14 seconds and they got a timeout. But the field's compacted. You got 10-yard end zone, but you don't have as much operating room for those receivers.
It doesn't look like Denver Wolf and his coaches are on the same wavelength with getting the plays in. As you saw there, he kind of came over motioning. I think he wants the plays quicker, but not getting them. And his head coach helps him out, Greg Bryant, right there you see talking to him.
Jenks had really come out with, we're talking about the all-out rush. if they did, this would be a great place for a quarterback draw because of Wolf's ability to run. You do have another timeout in case you don't get there.
$14 seconds, maybe time for one or two more plays?
Yeah, you can maybe. I mean, he took like 7 seconds, 8 seconds on that last possession. Of course, he was trying to find somebody.
There you see number 75, Jax Ramsey, right there at the top of your screen. What a player he is, a left tackle. He has many collegiate offers. National Honor Society. Standout wrestler for the Moore Lion wrestling team.
Those wrestlers, man, they sometimes turn out to be great football players. Understand leverage and hand placement. That's great for a lineman.
Senior, 6'4", 311 pounds. Let's see if they line up behind him. And here is Wolf. He is being chased, and his pass is going to be knocked down with 11 seconds to play. And another flag has been thrown. And let's see what this one is. It's going to be holding on the Lions. That will set them back. So it'll still be second down, but instead of 9 yards, you're looking at about 19 yards.
The big key, how is with these interceptions, where's Wolf's head? Is he able? I mean, does he feel comfortable throwing in some traffic, on a slant or something like that?
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, spot of a foul, repeat second down.
Do the coaches trust him to throw in some traffic?
Second and goal back at the 20-yard line. C.J. Simon and Braden Clark lined up next to each other at the bottom of your screen. And here is Wolf stepping to his left, looking down the field. And now he's just going to throw it to the back of the end zone, and it's intercepted again. Whistles all over the place. I believe a flag is also thrown. And did they get the Trojans for pass interference? There was no time on the clock.
If it's
And if it's on, if it's on the Trojans, they get one more play.
Yeah, get another play. That's.
And let's get the call from Rick Johnson.
Pass interference, defense, half the distance to the goal. Repeat second down.
So we will repeat second down and have an untimed down.
And I'll give Wolf the benefit of the doubt. He knows that's clock 0. Got to get this. You got to run a play. Got to throw it on that pick.
Well, they're going to put 2 seconds back on the clock. So,
yeah. But this is the last play of the first half, unless you're going to kick. And even then, it'll be the last play.
Plenty of time on the play clock with 25 to play on the play clock. And now another timeout by the Lions, and they are not sinking the coaches and getting the play into Wolf.
Well, maybe they've seen an alignment that they think they can do something with. Maybe, I don't know. But obviously a big play. This will be the second time they've been in the red zone, deep in the red zone. And if you don't come away with points, be a real downer going to the halftime. Plus, Jenks gets the ball coming out third quarter.
Well, next week we are at Putnam City North as the Putnam City Pirates take on the Panthers. There you see it right there.
The original.
Beautiful new, the original.
It's north.
Their new stadium opened up a couple of years ago.
North got a new first-year head coach. We did them earlier this year.
Yep. Good game so far tonight, 35-14. Second time the Trojans have been up by 3 touchdowns.
We had a lot happen this first half, man. Some good and some bad. But don't blink, you'll miss something.
So here we go, final play of the first half after the pass interference penalty and the timeout. Simon lined up to the right, Clark to the left, and now Hayes out of the backfield. Wolf being pressured is going to have to toss it a long way, and he just throws it up, and no one is there. He just kept going back and back and back. Good pressure that time by number 72, Milton White. And he forces Wolf to just throw it away, basically, to end the half. So the Trojans on top, thanks to 3 interceptions by Denver Wolf, and they lead it 35-14 at half. We're back for the halftime report right after this.
Yeah.
Make sure you catch all the live streaming action for the more lines.
Well, he's doing radio right now, so we're right. All right, we're going to record it. Here he comes.
Whether it's football, volleyball, or fast pitch, let KRAD Sports TV be your station.
We'll go ahead and tape it real quick so you can get in your locker room.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You bet. As soon as he tells me go.
Life is yours to
Wow, your guys compete. Hey, how's Shelling?
Twisted ankle. I think he's going to be okay, but he's done for the night. Yeah.
Well, Coach Riggs, you intercept the first play of the game, go up 21 points. Your offensive line really dominated the first quarter. A great first half back and forth there in the second quarter.
Well, thank you. I'm really happy with our run game, in the first half. Defensively, the takeaways were huge. All 3 of them kind of changed the momentum. Defensively, we're going to have some clean some things up at halftime, but it's a good start to the game.
What do you tell you fellas at halftime?
Well, we've just got to fix some little things. Little things can turn into big plays for them or punting for us, So we'll talk about specifics. We'll watch some of the game film with them and try to come out and play a little better in the second half.
All right, Coach Riggs, good luck. Second half. Thank you very much, sir.
You.
And he told me that his running back, Shelling, twisted ankle, probably going to be okay. Jack?
Welcome to Ortho Central's Friday Night Rivals, live on CW34, driven by GMC.
Well, Coach Riggs, you intercept the first play of the game, go up 21 points. Your offensive line really dominated the first quarter. A great first half back and forth there in the second quarter.
Well, thank you. I'm really happy with our run game, in the first half. Defensively, the takeaways were huge. All 3 of them kind of changed the momentum. Defensively, we're going to have some clean some things up at halftime, but it's a good start to the game.
What do you tell you fellas at halftime?
Well, we've just got to fix some little things. Little things can turn into big plays for them or punting for us, So we'll talk about specifics. We'll watch some of the game film with them and try to come out and play a little better in the second half.
All right, Coach Riggs, good luck. Second half. Thank you very much, sir.
You.
And he
I'm
told
Bill
me
McIntyre Law, wearing my iconic Burns Flat jersey that sort of still fits. And I'm proud to introduce this week's Scholar Athletes.
Jenks Scholar Athlete of the Week is Jordan Brown. He's the starting center for the Trojans football team, a position he likes because along with quarterback, he's the only guy that touches the ball on every play. He's an honor roll student with a 4.11 GPA who plans to become a doctor after his football days are done. Playing in the offensive line requires strength, selflessness, and smarts.
There's just so much that can be thrown at you, and you just have to know, like, you got to know the running back's jobs, and then you got to know, like, what the D-line's going to throw at you, what the linebacker's going to throw at you, and then, like, secondary, like, they can bring stuff at you, and it's just, you just got to really know it all.
Jordan's a Cowboys fan, as in Dallas Cowboys, but his college allegiance is to the Oklahoma Sooners. Being a center, no surprise, he's a fan of former Sooner and current Kansas City Chiefs center, Creed Humphrey.
Creed's a freak, for sure, and his, like, knowledge of the game really, like, inspires me, and, that's something that, as a center, I think is important, like, knowing everything and, like, knowing what you need to do, and not just you, but everyone around you, and I think that also made him, like, a really great player.
Congratulations to our Scholar Athletes of the Week. These athletes are entered for a chance to win a $5,000 scholarship from McIntyre Law. Thank you for watching Friday Night Rivals on CW34.
And welcome back to Moore Stadium, where the Jenks Trojans lead the Moore Lions 35-14 at halftime. Joining me is the athletic director at Jenks High School, Tony Dillingham, and we just heard from your scholar athlete, center Jordan Brown. Outstanding young man in the classroom as well as the field.
Absolutely. We're very proud of Jordan and all our kids, but he exemplifies what we want in our student athletes at Jenks.
Tony, your motto is tradition of excellence with a vision for tomorrow. What does that mean at Jenks?
I think for us, we're always working to improve. So we want to have consistent improvement and look at that. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about it on the field of play or we're talking about it in the classroom and class offerings and all those type of things. And trying to prepare our kids for the future. And for us, a lot of times we look at athletics as an education-based athletic program. So really it's more about preparing those kids for life, learning how to work together as a team because we're all going to have coworkers, learning how to work with your coaches because we're all going to have bosses, and really looking at the big picture and working that way.
Well, it's working in the classroom. 20 National Merit semifinalists at Jenks. That's the most of any high school in the state. And on the athletic field, not only football, this has been an outstanding fall for Jenks.
It really has. We're really proud of our softball girls who qualified for the state tournament. Unfortunately, got knocked off yesterday in a tough one to a conference rival. But those kids had a tremendous year, went undefeated in district play. Our volleyball team is 30-6 or 32-4, something like. I can't even keep.
You're number one.
I can't keep track. And we'll start play Thursday at Noble in the 6A volleyball. So we're excited. Cross country teams are looking really good. Football's battling. Hopefully we'll get a few more first downs as we move into the second half.
Yeah, and your cheer squad finished 4th out of 48 groups. So, I mean, your cross-country conference champ. So, again, it's really been an outstanding fall.
We've been really proud of the kids. Our coaches do an outstanding job. But, we understand that all of this is possible because of what our community does, our parents. If you look at our facilities, certainly they support us through bond issues. So that allows us, whether we're putting new turf on the stadium this summer as well as doing a new video board, but we also have a 9,600,000 square foot math and science center. So we're blessed to have those things and couldn't have those without the support of a wonderful community.
Yeah, bad news for the rest of the state. Jenks continues to grow and is trying to improve and get even better. Tony, appreciate it very much.
Certainly my pleasure.
I hope you follow up with a great spring of sports, too. And winter, of course, basketball and everything else. Tony Dillingham, athletic director. His Trojans up 35-14 at halftime here at Moore High School, but an exciting second half still to come. Stay Stay with us here on Friday Night Rivals from Moore, Oklahoma.
Sponsored by Quail Creek Bank.
Hi, I'm Erin with Quail Creek Bank. Do kids need savings account? You betcha. Having a safe place to store your allowance, your paycheck.
You're watching Friday Night Rivals. Now, time for the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report.
Welcome back to Moore. The Moore High School band on the field entertaining the crowd here on Pink Out Night in Moore as all the students, athletes, speaking out in the fight against breast cancer. The Lions down 35-14, but there is still a half to go, and a lot of big plays in this one. Rachel Stark is the head principal at Moore High School, and we had a piece on your scholar athlete, a softball player, Imaya Sell.
Yes, she's one of our top students here at Moore High School, and she is an engineering student, and she is just an amazing young woman.
You hosted us last year in our first year of Friday Night Rivals. How is it important for Moore, and tonight we're on like a national broadcast, to host us and just tell us about what Moore is all about?
Well, Moore is all about family and community. We have we're a big small town is what I tell people. So I graduated from Moore High School, and we have several staff members who graduated from Moore High School. Our superintendent did as well, and several of our upper admin. So our community supports us so much, and this is what it is, Friday Night Lights.
Well, like Jenks, Moore has had an outstanding fall, not just on the football field, but softball, volleyball, cross country, all doing so well.
Yes, we've got some great athletes, and they've just had like you said, an outstanding fall so far. Our softball team actually played today. Unfortunately, we lost, but that's okay. They made it to semifinals of state, so very excited about that. Volleyball went to regionals this year, and cheer, I think, took third in state. So, yeah, third, yes. So, we're having a great fall.
Not only do you do it in the classroom, not only do it on the athletic field, but here in Moore, there's a philanthropic effort every year, and it lasts all year long. I know the big focus is in the spring, but this year, Love Moore.
Yes, so we have More Love. It is one of our philanthropic, it's our biggest one. So this year we have the Sparrow Project. We're supporting the Mary Abbott House, Bridges, the Regional Food Bank. We got ambitious this year. And also the Baptist Children's Home. So last year we donated, just the whole district together, over $250,000. So we're pretty excited about that. So, and we're going to raise even more money this year.
Now, let me get that right. It's More Love, not Love, More Love. Also, for your freshmen, you've got a new early start program that gets them started in college right away.
Yes, so our freshmen can now earn a 2-year liberal arts associate's degree when they leave Moore High School. So they actually they have a track that they're put on as freshmen, and they actually start taking college courses. And so they'll leave with their associate's degree unless they choose to take more college courses in addition to those.
The tough part about doing this interview is the fact that you wanted to enjoy your band. It's an outstanding band. But we've got something here for you, Rachel. Our sponsor, Ortho Central, every week to our host team likes to make a charitable donation of $500, and this goes to Moore High School.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ortho Central, for your generosity. And let's hear the band as we go to break here, where Moore Lions trail 35-14 to the Jinx Trojans.
You're watching Friday Night Rivals. Now, time for the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report.
Welcome back, everyone, to Moore High School. We are at halftime here, 35-14 our score. The Trojans in front of the Moore Lions. Jack Damrow with Myron Patton here up in the box. And Myron, really a game of it's easy. Turnovers for the Lions have led to this score.
Yeah, they've moved the football after some problems early. They moved the ball, got some big plays from C.J. Simon, and guys have made plays, but the turnovers have been just killers, either taking points off the board for them or giving short fields to Jinx, and they're too good for that, man. To beat them, you got to play on a near-perfect game against all the athletes they've got.
And, of course, the Trojans running all over the field, more than 250 yards rushing.
Yeah, and big plays. Their offensive line's really good. They're clearing out space up front. Jordan Brown, our athlete of the week, is doing a good job at center, and they've been able to run the football. That's kind of the key to the whole thing, really, for them.
Sure. Let's take a look at some of the first-half highlights for you here, I believe. There we go. And, the Trojans got the interception on the first play of the game, and then Ike Owens took over.
Yeah, he did. He ran that one in from about 15 yards out. And like I said, here Moore actually slowed them up inside the 5 until finally they were able to punch in the second score. And then here's the first of 3 long-distance runs. Is anybody in the picture right here? He's like, somebody at least run after me. See if he can make a tackle here. But leave it to C.J. Simon to get them back in it with his own ability to make some runs. Great balance, stays in bounds, scores touchdown.
Yeah, and then they added another one on this pass play to Braden Clark, who went 75 yards in 12 seconds. And that is when you would think the Lions were back in the game. And then all of a sudden, after this touchdown, the next play from scrimmage is this play.
Yeah, they say, you got a big play, we got a good play. Got to make that tackle right there. It's a foot race. This is why he's going to Houston. He's a big-time playmaker for the second of his 3 first-half touchdowns.
And there you go. Jalen Stanford scampers 71 yards. And then they add another touchdown. Actually, here it is. Yep, as he gets into the end zone again as he gets that football across the inside of the pylon and adds another touchdown. Let's look at the stats in the first half. Actually Moore leading in total yardage thanks to their passing game, but there you see it, 247 yards and the 3 turnovers.
Yeah, the 3 turnovers is the big thing. I mean, look, the first down's 13-9, but the turnovers, again, have kept points off the boards. They've given Jenks a short field to work with, and that's why, instead of saying being maybe tied or down a touchdown, they're down 21-0.
All right, 35-14 here at halftime. Let's hear from Quail Creek Bank now.
Friday Night Rivals Student Saving Tip is sponsored by Quail Creek Bank.
Hi, I'm Erin with Quail Creek Bank. Do kids need savings account? You betcha. Having a safe place to store your allowance, your paycheck, or birthday cash is crucial to make sure it is safe and available when you need it. So if you don't have a savings account, visit your favorite bank or credit union, or come check out our awesome free savings account at Quail Creek Bank. We offer free matching funds up to $30 when you open a savings account, and we love students. Kids earn 5.12% on the first $1,000, and when we open a new account, the bank will match the first $30 on all kids' savings.
To learn more about Quail Creek Bank, go to quailcreek.bank or visit their 122nd and North Main location.
Friday Night Rivals would like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game: Norman Regional Hospital Ortho Central, GMC, McIntyre Law, and 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We'd also like to thank High Five Media, Oklahoma Ford Dealers, Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores, Rose State College, Homeland Grocery, Dynamite Driving, and the United States Coast Guard. (35-14) our score here at halftime, and Ed Murray is with the head coach of the Moore Lions, Greg Bryant. Ed.
Coach Bryant, you fell into a quick cold, but man, your guys competed hard and got back into the thing.
Yeah, that's all we're looking for them to do is fight. We have some young guys on defense, and this is a very, very good Jenks offense that our defense is going against. So you're going to get thrown in the fire quick, and we got to just continue to be opportunistic on offense and not get in situations where we don't go in and score when we're really close. But we're going to continue to fight. That's what we talked about at halftime. Just like we're going to go out and fight and be really good at being the best version of us.
All right, I was going to ask you what you did at halftime. You just told us. Good luck in the second half, Coach. Coach Bryant, his team down 35-14, but a half of football still to go, and he knows his guys are going to fight every minute. Jack?
All right, thank you very much, Ed. Well, it does not get any easier for the Lions, Myron, here on out. You look tonight, they're coming off that big win against Southmore, but they have Norman North, who has really come on this year. And then they close it out with Bixby here at home, and then they go on the road to play a very tough Broken Arrow team.
Yeah, well, this Norman North team beat Jenks last week. Bixby's Bixby. They might be the best team regardless of class, and they're hammering Broken Arrow tonight.
Yeah.
So that's a tough way to finish, but Moore's capable. Like I said, tonight's game, just kind of get out of your own way, and you can make this still a second half game, and it could be a fourth quarter game.
And of course, let's go to the other side. The Jenks Trojans will be against Southmore next week. There we have it. Southmore, they come back down to this stadium, play in this stadium 2 weekends in a row. And then they're home against Broken Arrow, and then they are on the road. And, boy, that will be one heck of a ball game against the Bixby Spartans on the final week of the regular season.
Yeah, heck of a kick for them. And, Bixby is they've become the new bully of the East Side the last couple of seasons.
Well, we are ready to go for the second half. And here is the Ortho Central kickoff, and the Trojans will receive the football. And here's an onside kick, and trying to catch the Trojans off guard a little bit, but the ball bounces out of bounds. And so the Trojans will take over in a very good field position to start the second half.
Well, you're trying to catch them off guard, and not a bad kick. You'd really like, and it would have been close. Just go ahead and take try to get your hands on it if you're Moore, because this one went out of bounds, and now you've given Jenks the ball at their own 48. Actually going to be
at the 47 of the Lions.
Yeah, 47 of the Lions, so even better field position.
So here's Ike Owens and the Trojans.
Quarterback number 9 is Ike Owens.
Huge first half for Owens. And number 4, Jalen Stanfield, back at running back. They lost to sophomore, number 24, Jordan Schelling, early in the first quarter with an ankle injury. So Stanford getting the majority of calls and has played very well. And he gets the first call here, and he's wrapped up and no gain. Good tackle that time by the Lions nose guard, Jalen Pounds, number 91 right there. And a second down and 10.
Well, that shows the depth that Jenks has. When you lose one running back, you throw him out there, and he's got 3 first half touchdowns, Stanfield does. So it just kind of shows the talent level that Jenks has, and one reason they're always in the mix for winning state championships, when you got those kind of guys that can fill in, so to speak.
So here's a second down play. Just started the second half. Jack Damero, Myron Patton, Ed Murray from Moore, Oklahoma. Glad to have you along on Friday Night Rivals. And Owens back to pass. Has his receiver wide open at the 20 down to the 15. And it is caught first down inside the red zone. And that is Ty Walls on the reception. But there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage, I believe.
Looks like Jenks is coming back.
Holding on the Trojans. Well, there you see a good look at Ty Walls, a great player. He has offers from Navy, Army, Air Force, Tech, Tennessee Tech, South Dakota State. They have so many players, Myron, on this team. And look at the powerhouse. If you look at them, last year they had 8 players who committed to play top-level college football. And right now, 18 alumni with ties to Jenks in the NFL. Incredible.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
That's a huge penalty that'll take the football back to their own 31-yard line. So the big play negated by the huge penalty. Still second down and 32. We've seen a couple of these this season that have ended up in either a touchdown or a first down, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. And they've got the playmakers to do it. We've seen some cross-country runs by Stanfield.
High Beatty to Owens left. Stanford in motion. This is going to be a little toss out to the right side to him. And he gets nowhere. Good pursuit that time by the Lion defense. Again, Jalen Pounds as well as Keith Bean, number 12, on the play. And it's 3rd and a mile. Exactly what the Lion defense needed, a 3 and out. Or in this instance, about 4 and out, 5 and out, if they could get out of this one.
In that last play, you're just trying to get it to your playmaker, see if he can make something happen. And this is about as favorable position you can be in as a defense. 3rd and a mile and a half.
Owens trying to set up the screen to Stanford, and they got it to him, and he makes a move, but then is nailed by number 16, Gage Height, and it'll bring up 4th down, and the Trojans will have to kick it away. A rare punt tonight by the Trojans.
Yeah, this little screen, see if he could make something happen, and pretty good tackle there.
And good read by Nick Carton. He actually read the screen, number 11, and then that is when Height came up to make the hit and the tackle. So here's the punt. Elliot Ataye rushed by the Lions, and he gets it away, fielded back at the 30-yard line. And here is Clark. There's going to be a flag, though, thrown back where he made the catch. It's going to be a block in the back, I believe. And this one is going to come back. Good return, but that block was thrown right in front of the referees.
A lot of pink on the ground, not yellow, but pink. Could have been it, maybe, or maybe before that.
I think it was right before that.
In any case, it negates a nice run, some good field position for Moore.
And here's the call.
Illegal block in the back on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty flag. Spot of the foul.
I think you're going to see it right there. Yep.
First down.
Yep. Good call by the referees.
With this, see if you can see his number on the back. That's probably not a block you want to make.
So here is Denver Wolf, and now Keandre Pittman, who Ed talked about early in the first half, is in the ballgame for the first time tonight, lined up behind Denver Wolf on 1st down and 10 from the 24-yard line. And Pittman takes the handoff. And he gets out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Keandre Pittman, a senior, 6 foot, 230 pounds, but don't let the size fool you. He is quick.
He's up there with Xavier Robinson of Carl Albert, biggest backs with some speed we've covered this season.
He had 3 touchdowns last week, and here is Simon on the end around, and Simon gets across the 30. A gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and a long 3 for the Lions.
He didn't play the first half. Maybe some discipline action going on there for
C.J. Simon in the first half, 56 yards carrying the football and a touchdown. Actually 43 on the ground, 56 through the air, 99 all-purpose yards for Simon in the first half. 3rd and 2, they're calling it. Wolf dropping back to pass, has some time, throws it over the middle, and he's going to underthrow Simon. And it will bring up 4th and 2.
And they leave him out there. I think
he is the punter. Yeah, he has been punting also.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 2 from the 32, down by 3 touchdowns. With 8:14 to go in the third. And here is Pittman on the handoff. And Pittman barrels his way across the 35 to the 37, and he picks up a first down. A huge run by Keandre Pittman. An Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down.
A little gimpy getting up there, but hey, he's missed the whole first half. You got to stay out there.
He's had 3 games so far this season of 100-plus rushing yards. Did not play the first half. 1st down and 10 from the 38. Wolf Simon, and it's almost picked off again as Simon cannot bring it in. And that ball was nearly picked off by Stanford, who's going both ways tonight.
There and office.
I think he took his eyes off of it as he saw 37 coming right at him, Cooper Crisp.
Yep, and that wouldn't have been Wolf's problem there. That's receiver. You get your hands on it. You gotta make that catch.
I believe another flag's been thrown.
Illegal motion on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Yeah, I don't think Pittman was set. He kind of shifted, didn't really get set on that play.
So it's first down and 16. Ball moved back to the 32. And here is Pittman on the handoff. And he may have gotten a yard. And Milton White, big number 72, makes a stop. 6 foot, 305-pound nose guard. I asked Keith Riggs about him playing Division I. He's got good size to him, Myron, but they want someone 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". He's only 6 foot, but he's still getting a lot of smaller school offers. Here is the throw out to Simon, and he's going to be across the 40 out to the 41. And it'll bring up 3rd and long.
If they can convert here, if you get a score here, I mean, they show they can get back in the game real quick. Need to convert here, though, to keep this ball.
Here is Wolf on 3rd down, and he's going to overthrow Clark right in front of the first down marker, and it once again brings up 4th down for the Lions.
Yeah, I think he was open, too.
Little apprehension by Denver Wolf with the 3 interceptions in the first half, you think?
Maybe, I don't know. I just looked like he was, that's just a simple pitch and catch, and then I think Clark would have turned around and got the first down for him.
And here's Wolf again, and he throws it up over the middle. This one is caught by Clark, who breaks free and is going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Lions.
It's a nice 4th down call. Execution of the play, probably, put it that way.
A Homeland Grocery touchdown for the Lions. Homeland Grocery, your homegrown advantage. Clark's 2nd touchdown catch of the night.
They hit him right on stride. And doesn't have to break stride. He can just make it a foot race to the end zone. He's not going to lose that. He's going to sleep well tonight. He's had some long-distance touchdown runs tonight.
I don't have him as a track star, but guess what? Track coach was here tonight. They might sign him up. He has outrun the defense twice.
Just bring him over to the side as a track around the field. Time in the 40, time in the 100, whatever.
Here is Clayton Cooper for the point after. They're waiting for one of the back judges to get up underneath the goalpost, and so here we go for the point after. And the kick is up, and it is good. Let's take a look. Braden Clark with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And it's 35-21. We're back after this. Welcome back, everyone. 35-21, and as the extra point was kicked, there was a lot of extracurricular activity, and here you see it right there. It was between Jalen Stanford and Noah Wood and several other players. Flags were thrown. Each team received a personal foul penalty. As you're looking at one of the coaches for Moore take Noah Wood out of that melee. And so each team received a personal foul. And the coaches were quickly out there to try and settle everything down. And then he heard about it. Scoring drive for the Lions. 8 plays, 76 yards in a minute and 41.
We'll talk to him about his math class there, I don't think.
Clayton Cooper will kick it away on the Ortho Central kickoff. Moore back to within a couple of scores with 6:33 to go in the third quarter. They tried an onside kick last time, which went out of bounds just past midfield. Let's see what they do here. Plenty of time, though, you would think, Myron, right?
Yeah.
No need to try another onside kick.
But they haven't really kicked it deep at all. They've been more squib kicks and things of that nature, even just throughout the game. I don't think he'll do an onside, but.
And here is Cooper, and he's just going to kick it short up into the air. It's fielded by an up man and tackled right there, back at the 30-yard line. Nice tackle by Keith Bean, and so the Trojans will take over. Let's go downstairs to Ed Murray.
Yeah, Jack, I wanted to save you a little time. You do not have to alert the Moore track coach. I talked to Coach Bryant before we did our interview, and I said, hey, that number 2 is pretty impressive. He goes, yeah, he's one of the best track guys in the state. So you're going to hear his name again in the spring. So don't worry, don't have to go alert the track guy.
Well, there you go. My research has failed me. I did not find that in my research because I usually research each kid individually, of course. They tell you a lot on social media, the schools they attended. It's great.
He mentioned that, huh?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say he wants you to break the fight up.
I did too. I thought he was going to say that too.
Stick the mic in and say, hey, what happened? Why'd you mad at him? What did he do to you? You know? On the scene reporter.
So here we go. We have a delay. They want a new football, and so they finally have one, and we're finally ready to go. First down and 10 for the Trojans from their 31. New quarterback into the game for the Trojans. And this is Cooper Shockley, a sophomore. Actually make that Simeon Gilkey. I was going to say, I looked at Shockley. They list him at 5'8". Gilkey is not 5'8". He's 6'4", 180.
Yeah, about 5'8" times 2.
And now he is out, and Ike Owens is back in the game. Stay tuned in the fourth quarter for the Dynamite Driving drive of the game. Dynamite driving tests 7 days a week. Second down and 8 from the 33. And here's the handoff. Stanford across the 35 out to the 38. It'll bring up third and about 3 to go.
It's good he got a leg there because he might have still been going had he not gotten that leg. That whole left side of the line had collapsed. The defensive line.
Tackle made by Gage Height, number 16, leading the linebackers in tackles this season. Third and 3 for the Trojans. Stanford to the right of Owens. And Owens hit as he releases it. It is caught for a first down up to the 43-yard line. Passes caught by Ty Walls. It is an Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down. And is there another flag on the play, or what is happening now? It seems like this game was moving and we've slowed down. Another flag has been thrown. It was a clean first quarter, but we've had anything but since.
Looked like I saw a Jenks guy push a Moore guy.
You need a little testy, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is going to be, if it is a personal foul, it's going to be, it is, and.
Yeah, number 7 got pushed.
Dead ball, personal foul on the offense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Let's go downstairs to Ed Murray. Ed.
Well, Jack, earlier you mentioned Jenks was penalized 10 times in the loss last week, and Coach Riggs says we got to stay out of our way. In the last 3 games before this one, 38 penalties for 340 yards. Jenks stops itself a lot.
And that's why they lost last week to Norman North with the penalties.
Well, the second straight drive they've had. Now they're faced with about 25, 30 yards. We'll see what the. Because I guess it's a dead ball foul, so I guess it'll still be first and 10.
First down, yeah.
But they just get moved back, yeah.
So they got the first down, and then the penalty occurred. So the first down is going to occur back at the 27. Not sure I'm sure I've seen this, but it's unusual that you get the first down up near midfield, and now the first down's back at the 27. And here we go. Owens looking deep over the middle, and that is going to be a flag. Pass interference is going to be called on Corey Dean as he tripped up Jaden Johnson, who got behind him. And now we'll go the other way with the flag.
Defensive pass interference. 15-yard penalty. First down.
It's like the feet just got tangled up there.
You hear some people calling about that pass not being catchable, but that does not matter. Obvious pass interference, and so it's first down and 10 for the Trojans. Back up at the 43.
Tell you what, that ref, Rick Johnson, he's going to be signing autographs when he leaves. He's getting a lot of TV time tonight.
Empty backfield for Owens. Throws it up over the middle, and he is going to overthrow Johnson again. No one in the vicinity, and it's second down and 10. Ike Owens so far has one offer from Drake. Football-wise, also a great baseball player.
They get a lot of guys getting scholarships.
So here we go again, second down and 10. And here's the handoff. Right back up the middle. And this is Boston Carrasco on the carry. He's going to pick up 5 yards. Third down and 5 now for the Trojans, up around the 48-yard line. Another tackle by Gage Height.
The more you can get the ball back, because Jenks hadn't scored this quarter, you can make this a fourth quarter game.
4 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and here is Owens. Quick pass out to the near side. Nice move by Walls, and then swarmed under. Down to the 45 of the Lions. They pick up the first down and move the chains. An Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down, and Walls continues with his night. Several catches so far. Set out last week with an injury. Actually has missed most of the season with injuries. Top 50 player in the state of Oklahoma right there.
Well, Jenks has had a few of those down through the years.
Stanford in motion. And here's the handoff to Carrasco, and he's going nowhere. He may have picked up a half a yard. Andre Lee, number 22, in on the stop.
The more you're looking for a takeaway here, Jenks doesn't score, they're eating up clock. 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Love to get the ball back for your offense for more. That's either forcing a punt or takeaway.
Owens on second down. Will pass it again, and his pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Pounds right there, number 91 again.
Call his name a lot tonight. Just gets in the quarterback's face, get that hand up, and that'd be a block in basketball. Got the left hand up for a right-handed quarterback, like a right-handed jump shot.
He gets in the backfield a lot. 5 sacks on the season, 7 tackles for a loss. Coming into tonight. And here's the 3rd down and 10 play for the Trojans from the 45. Owens back to pass, looking near side along the sideline, and it is caught. Caught by Jaden Johnson in traffic over Braden Clark.
So Clark gets it on the other end as he's on the receiving end of a big play. Looked like it might be overthrown, but goes up, contested catch.
A first down inside the Rose State red zone from the 9-yard line. First down and goal. Stanford to Owens left. Owens calls his own number, trying to get a block, and gets dragged down around the 5-yard line. He had Stanford, and he also had Carrasco, number 8, blocking for him. And it's now second down and goal from the 4-yard line.
See if they can hold to a field goal here, but that's going to be tough. They're going to get behind the big offensive line, see if they can find their way to the end zone.
Owens now under center. The handoff to Stanford. Left side. He's going to follow big number 74, Gavin Kirby. Down to the 1, and he got in. Touchdown for the Trojans.
Yeah, just ride the hip, the big boys up front, and you'll find the promised land. That's what he's doing. He's like, yeah, guys, keep pushing. And he's got half his body in the end zone.
It's a Homeland Grocery touchdown. Homeland Grocery, your homegrown advantage. Here's Purcell for the point after. It is back to a 3-touchdown lead for the Trojans, 42-21. With under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Let's watch it again. Big, strong run by the Houston commit. We're back after this. Welcome back, everyone, to more Oklahoma on Friday Night Rivals. The Jenks Trojans back up to a 3-touchdown lead, 42-21. 11-play, 69-yard drive in 4 minutes and 38 seconds. A They eat a lot of time off the clock, Myron, on that drive just when they needed to.
Yeah, no real big plays in that. Had a big pass play to get them down there, but yeah, ate up a lot of clock, and that's not what you want if you're Moore. So you're right where you started, and we're almost in the fourth quarter, down 3 scores.
Longest time-consuming drive of the game so far tonight. And here's the kickoff, and it sails into the end zone, and C.J. Simon cannot return it out. So the Lions take over, first down and 10 from the 20. Still plenty of time. They are a quick-scoring offense, so they do have time to score. But they can't really mess around now. Closed captioning for tonight's game is brought to you by the wonderful group at High Five Media. High Five Media, intentionally different. Glad to have you along on our broadcast tonight. We are in Moore, Oklahoma. Glad to have you on CW 34 locally and on Stadium across the country. Here is Denver Wolf, and Wolf's pass caught by Simon down the sideline and then thrown out of bounds around the 30-yard line. That is going to be close to a first down, but they're going to say he stepped out a yard shy of the yard to gain, so it's second down and 1.
Second down now.
Simon in motion. Here is Pittman on the handoff, and Pittman will pick up the first down across the 30 as the big man gets out to the 32. It is an Oklahoma Ford dealer's first down.
He's a load, man.
Led the district in rushing yards coming into today. Over 600 yards on the ground. Did not play the first half, though. Wolf, his pass is caught far side. Going to be a short pickup. And that is going to be Mekhi Crenshaw on the reception. Coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game, we will select our GMC player of the game. And you may be looking at him right there. What a night Stanford has had. Here's the second down play, and here is Clark on the end around, and he's going to be run out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Shy of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Lions.
Well, they've shown that already they'll go for it, so you basically got 2 plays to get this first down. You figure Pittman's going to be involved in one of maybe this next one.
Here is Pittman. Good call. Pittman is going to pick up the first down up across the 43, almost to the 44-yard line. So another Oklahoma Ford dealers first down for the Lions. And they move the chains and keep possession with 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they get some tempo going. They're best when they really just kind of running plays, get the tempo going and get a rhythm.
Wolf being chased out of the pocket, steps up, throws it, caught at the 40-yard line. So this is Simon trying to get outside and trying to get a block, breaks one tackle, breaks another, and finally steps out at the 23. Spectacular run and catch for C.J. Simon.
You can see this is why the college scouts like him. I mean, he catches over the middle, gives up some yards, kind of worried, but now he knows he can outrun everybody to the corner, and then he's smart, saying, I'm not taking the hit, I'm getting out of bounds.
32-yard reception for C.J. Simon. 10 seconds, and I think they're going to let the clock. They're not going to run another play here in the third quarter. They're going to let it run out, I believe, down to 1, and they can't get it off. I thought they had a chance probably to run one more play, Myron, but they didn't, so they will go into the fourth quarter on the drive and down by 3 touchdowns. Come back with us on the other side of the break. We'll have the final quarter. 42-21, the Trojans out in front. Welcome back to Moore, Oklahoma on a beautiful, clear night. 42-21 our scores. We enter the fourth quarter. Jack Dammer, Myron Patton, Ed Murray from Moore High School, just south of Oklahoma City, suburb of Oklahoma City. 461 yards of total offense for the Lions, still trailing by 3 touchdowns, Myron. 341 through the air for Denver Wolf, and this is going to be the 7th play of the drive to start the fourth quarter. And Wolf looking for the end zone, has Simon, who makes a beautiful catch into the end zone. No signal yet. They're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line. I thought he fell into the end zone. I did too. And now they're going to go quickly. Already up to the line. Wolf under center, takes it himself, touchdown Lions.
Quick strike, and that was into double coverage, like in between a couple guys.
How that's not a touchdown, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's
what a catch right between two guys. You're right, and then he fell into the end zone, but they gave it to him at the 1, and then Wolf adds the 1-yard touchdown to cut it to within 2 scores again. And I have on my chart electric, and he is electric, Myron.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it.
He is. He's good after the catch.
And I remember last year as a freshman in our game
on the try
that we had a fantastic game. There was a flag on the play, I believe, at the end of the play, and now the referee, Rick Johnson, is over to talk to Jenks head coach Keith Riggs. And big number 72, Milton White, have received a personal foul.
Yeah, when they throw the hands up like that, like, do anything. I didn't think I did anything. You know, they did something. I mean, it's like I was trying to explain it away, but.
This is a long conversation between Johnson and Riggs, and you would hope that Milton White was not disqualified from the game, but that might be what the conversation is about. And now the head coach is having a conversation with his player. And he has.
Like he did, yeah.
Yes, looks like what great camera work, and not sure what happened. And Milton White has been disqualified from the game. Starting right guard. So he was going both ways.
Rick has been a busy guy tonight.
He has, hasn't he?
Jenks has not solved the penalty issues.
Here's Clayton Cooper for the point after. And so now it is officially a 2-touchdown game, 42-28. Here's the touchdown, almost catch, right before Denver Wolf's touchdown. And we're back to more after this.
Ortho Central's Friday Night Rivals, live on CW34, driven by GMC.
Lions cut it to a 2-touchdown deficit after the 1-yard run by Denver Wolf, capping an 8-play, 80-yard drive that only took 2 minutes and 4 seconds. They need a couple more of those to get back into it. Need a couple of defensive stands first. And here we go with the Ortho Central kickoff. Clayton Cooper to tee it up for the Lions. Taken at the 21. And down at the 33, and the ball is loose, but I believe the whistle blew and he was down. Casey Irvin on the return for the Trojans. Let's take a look at the very end of this play, and yes, he was down.
Yeah. Still don't want guys doing that, though, because an official might miss that and call that a fumble. There's no replay. No replay that can change a call.
11:39 to play here in the fourth quarter. 42-28. The Trojans come back out on the field. They have it first down and 10 from their 33. Stanford at tailback to the right of Ike Owens. And here is Stanford over the left side, across the 35 out to the 37. A gain of about 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
You think Daniel Highshaw managed to slip out of his hotel room wherever Kansas is staying? They play Oklahoma tomorrow. Come watch his former high school play.
You think?
Of course, running back at Kansas, former quarterback at Moore. Kansas playing OU tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. I bet he's keeping up with it. Maybe he's watching us right now.
Maybe he's watching. There you go, yes.
Daniels turned out to be a pretty good running back for KU.
Yeah. Big game tomorrow down in Norman. Here's the second down play. And here is Stanford trying to get outside. Uses his speed around the corner and pushed out of bounds at the Moore 40-yard line.
He's a pretty good running back, too. Get the ball, see? Clean up after himself.
He chose Houston over Iowa State, Missouri, Washington State, Texas, Arlington.
Sit down with Dana Holgerson getting an offensive coach. Washington State Pullman, that's a long way away, man.
Yes. First down and 10 from the Moore 40. Owen to pass. And he's going to throw it out of bounds. He was looking for Jaden Johnson on the near side, and it brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stopped with 10:17 to play.
If you're Moore, if you get a stop here, you just scored. It's about getting stopped and get the ball back for your offense. They don't have a takeaway tonight.
10 seconds to play on the play clock. Now down to 5. And they get it off with 2. And here is Stanford back up the middle to the 20 and tackled, actually the 30-yard line, and tackled at the 25. He moves the chains, keeps possession, and the clock will continue to run once they set the chains.
Yeah, he's just running through some tackles, man. It looked like they could contain him.
And you know what's amazing to me, Mark? He only had 186 yards on the ground coming into tonight. Now, you may have 186 alone tonight.
Yeah, he's got that tonight.
Yeah. And a couple of touchdowns. Here is Owen being rushed from behind. The ball is loose. It is picked up by the Lions.
There's a takeaway they haven't had.
Nick Carden making the play for Moore.
Jalen Pounds on the sack. Who's that?
It was number 8 making the sack. That's Hayden Stoll.
He's another playmaker for him.
And then Carden recovering the fumble, and they get the football back with 9:38 to play.
Well, that's what you needed because they weren't stopping Jenks. Stanford was hunting the end zone.
First turnover of the night for the Trojans. Now let's see what Denver Wolf can put together. Pittman behind him. And here is Wolf looking right side, looking for Pittman, who has him beat down the sideline, but he goes short instead. Keandre Pittman was down the sideline all by himself, and I don't believe Wolf saw him. And it's incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Let's see if they try to get the ball to Simon. He's kind of been that big playmaker here. Or some other guys, but Simon that's got to be able to take it to the house.
There's a handoff to Pittman, and Pittman is only going to get a couple of yards before he is brought down. And it's now 3rd and long with the clock running.
Mm-hmm.
Just over 9 minutes to play.
37.
To the 42. Boy, you need something to give yourself a. Would you go for it on 4th down from here? They went for it.
I think you would have to.
Yeah.
4 down territory with a 2-touchdown deficit. And whistles. And I believe the Trojans have called a timeout. They have. So Jenks uses one of their timeouts. And so let's take a break as well. The Trojans up by 2, but the Lions have the football. Back after this. Welcome back to Moore, Oklahoma on Friday Night Rivals. The Trojans lead the Moore Lions 42-28. The Trojans called a timeout. Did not like what they saw defensively.
Well, they know they're just a big play away from this being a one-score game. So despite that, Moore's got a bunch of stats. Jenks has played with the lead the entire way. You're not totally comfortable when you got this salted away.
And you take the 3 turnovers and 3 interceptions that Denver Wolf threw, it's a different ballgame.
Oh, yeah. One in the end zone, one deep in your own territory.
Yeah, like you said, this game is not over. 8:51 to play, and here we go. Back to action. 3rd and 8 from the 34. And the Lions move along the offensive line. Number 51, Noah Wood.
Cue, Rick.
So now it's going to be 3rd and about 13. They need to get up to the 42 for a first down. Here is Wolf being rushed, throws it short over the middle, and it is incomplete as Noah Marley could not come up with it. And here we go, Myron, 4th down.
Yeah.
And let's see what they do.
It's a tough call, but you got to.
It was tipped at the line of scrimmage. That's why it was not completed.
He had some room to run. I don't know if he would have got it or not, but certainly would have made it a shorter 4th down play.
Ashton Paul, 34, was the one who got his hands on that. So here it is, 4th and 13 for the Lions. Hayes comes out of the backfield. Wolf is in trouble, back at his 15, and he's sacked at the 10. And the ball goes over on downs to the Trojans deep in more territory. Ashton Paul, the senior linebacker, making the play.
Well, that might be your game there if they punch this in. Which, it's 8:40 to go.
So the Trojans, sorry, Myron.
No, it looked like maybe setting up a screen here, but man, it is a jailbreak.
He had white jerseys all around him, had nowhere to run.
Yeah. And give Jenks credit because he has not hurt them with his legs tonight. I watched him. We've seen him play enough where he's had some big runs against the team. But he's not been able to get free with a big run tonight at all.
Ike Owens under center as they start from their 12. And the handoff down to the 10. And this is Jalen Stanford. What a night he's had. 12 carries going into that carry, so 13 carries, 210 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Oh, by the way, he also has a couple of receptions.
It'd be a nice bus ride home for him.
And they're missing his combo, Jaden Carroll, who's out for this game. You have Stanford and you have Jaden Carroll, who's one of the top running backs in the state. And what a duo that the Trojans have. And Stanford is met and swarmed at the line of scrimmage. It'll make it a 3rd down play, and now we're under 8 minutes to play. The Lions with all 3 of their timeouts left, but too early to use them right now, I would think.
I was about to say he's about to give some yards back, but man, he powered back up there and maybe got to the line of scrimmage or whatever.
And another flag has been thrown. This is one of the busier gentlemen tonight. And I believe this is going to be on more Lions.
He's taking notes. That's never a good thing. He's writing stuff down. That means you got a lot of guys. Okay, he did this.
This is the 16th penalty tonight combined between the two teams. And I'm not sure what this one is all about.
So you sure? Yeah, let me turn the card over. So what's that last number? Yeah, okay, write him down as well. Coach is trying to lobby for his guys.
And I believe Dion Williams, number 7, has been dismissed from the game. He is coming over to the sidelines. So that is what this conversation is about.
And see, he was on the receiving end of a 15. I mean, one of the Jenks players pushed him earlier. That cost the Trojans 15 yards, and now he's, I guess, got into something.
Let's go downstairs during this break. Ed Murray. Ed.
Yeah, as number 7 came off the field, one of the coaches says you cannot talk to the referees like that, and some of his other buddies are over there saying you can't talk to them like that. So he must have said something the referees didn't like.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Third down.
As if they needed more good field position.
Exactly. 3rd. So the ball is spotted at the 5. It'll be 3rd and 3. They can still pick up a first down. So here we go, finally, ready to get this one back underway. And now they will run the clocks. Under 7.5 to play. Owens under center. Beatty, the fullback. Stanford, the tailback. Here's the pitch to Stanford, and that play was read, but he gets away, breaks one tackle, breaks another, and the ball is loose. And let's see who recovered this one. The Lions say they have it, but the referees have not made, there we go, a signal right there, and they say 4th down for the Trojans.
Yeah, man. Nobody could recover the pig.
He was almost caught in the backfield right at the handoff. They acted as if they were going to pitch it to the right, and then he cut back left. And Landon Corwin, number 40, recovered the fumble. So 4th and a yard. And the Trojans are going to call timeout as the play clock expires. So another timeout here with 6:29 to play. Don't forget, next week, Friday Night Rivals will be at Putnam City North as the Panthers take on the Pirates, the original Putnam City. Alma mater of my beautiful wife, Kathy.
Which one?
Graduated Putnam City.
Oh, okay.
But Putnam City North is where our kids graduated.
So she's a pirate.
She's a pirate. Our girls are Panthers. Or were Panthers, I should say. Should be a good matchup.
Sam Bradford driveway or whatever. Over there by the new stadium.
Week 8 of the high school football season. Can you believe it?
It's flown by, man.
Yeah.
We talk playoffs here in a couple weeks.
Still feels like summertime.
I know.
90 degrees, seemed like in the metro today. Big games coming up for these two schools. Both of them have Bixby and Broken Arrow on their schedule remaining. I said that the Trojans had to come back down here to Moore next week. That actually is incorrect. Southmore travels to Jenks. So they have back-to-back home games before they go on the road to Bixby, which would be a short trip for the Trojans.
Yeah, there'll be a marquee game in the state when they take on Bixby.
Here's the 4th down play. The Trojans will go for it. They pick up the 1st down and the touchdown.
Destination end zone.
Ike Owens calls his own number and picks up the touchdown. It's now a 3-touchdown lead again, and that will seal the victory for the Trojans, or it should.
Yeah, unless they're going to return the kickoff, but yeah, it's just quarterback just said, hey, there's a big gap behind the center. I think I'll follow him.
Followed our scholar athlete, Jordan Brown, right back up the middle.
Jordan Brown, yes, who is a Dallas Cowboy fan. But he also likes Jason Kelsey, starting center for the Eagles.
Eagles,
yeah.
Point after is good. There you see Keith Riggs, the 5th-year coach for the Trojans. Not easy to follow a legend in Alan Trimblemeyer. He has done it, and done it successfully with back-to-back state titles in 2020 and 2021. Coach of the Year, both of those years. Now they have to contend with Bixby, of course, who seems to be in their groove again.
Oh yeah,
as they were.
But they kind of trade off. It was Jenks and Union kind of going back and forth. And Owasso snuck in there and got his title. Broken Arrow did a little damage. Mm-hmm. And then Bixby kind of grew up in 5A and then 6A too. In fact, they beat Midwest City a couple years straight in a row in the semifinals of the state playoffs. And now they've taken over the mantle as the best team in the state, regardless of class, in 6A1, of course, now.
Yeah. They are the favorite to win 6A1, no doubt.
Yeah.
you got Jinx and Union saying, hold on, Jack and Myron. Don't forget, we've won 18 state titles.
Yes, they got, looks like they may be adding another trophy tonight.
Yeah. Here is the kickoff and goes out the back of the end zone. Lions take over, 6:22 to play from their own 20-yard line. For those not familiar with Friday Night Rivals across the country, we hand out a trophy at the end of the game to the winning team. And when we talked to Keith Riggs about it, we know it's not a state championship trophy. He goes, we'll take a trophy no matter what.
The kids love trophies. They go nuts.
49-28.
Need some quick strike if you're Moore.
Here is Wolf to Clark. And Clark picks up a yard. Could not break it to the outside like he did earlier. And it's second down. Well, they're going to say no gain, so second down and 10. The Lions will need to win out. They travel to Norman North next week, Bixby and Broken Arrow, to have a shot at the playoffs. Here is Wolf, and he throws it short, and it's almost picked off again. It was right into the hands of Ashton Cunningham, number 25, and he couldn't come up with the pick.
He just made the stop on the running play or the pass play to the outside a moment ago, and he just dropped that one. He's like, yeah, I should have had that. I can't believe I dropped that.
That's why he's on defense and not a wide receiver, right?
That's exactly right. Corners are receivers that can't catch.
Although he is listed as a wide receiver DB, so. Wolf, his pass is caught left side, down the sideline, across the 45 to the 47. And this is Mekhi Crenshaw for the first down for the Lions, and the clock stops.
Maybe a touchdown saving tackle because he was up the sideline. If he gets by there, maybe a good tackle.
Sam Stone, number 45, making the tackle. Brahms first down for the Lions. Crenshaw's come on in the second half with several good catches. 5 wideouts now in the game for the Lions. And here is Wolf stepping up into the pocket, looking to throw, now being chased. He's going to throw it up, and it is caught, I believe, on the far sideline it is. And that pass was caught by Cameron Hayes, the running back out of the backfield. 7-yard gain, second down and 3.
Jenks has done a good job keeping a linebacker, I don't know if you call him a spy or not, on Wolf, because had he taken off to run there, he wouldn't have gotten very far. And like I said, he hadn't had a big run tonight.
Second down play, Wolf quickly over the middle, and it is caught by Simon at the 30-yard line. First down for the Lions.
First down, Lions.
You know, this is one thing that the Trojans are doing tonight, Myron, that they did not do last week against Norman North, putting some pressure on the quarterback, although that time Wolf had plenty of time.
Yeah, they gave up too much time last week.
First down play, Wolf to the near side, caught again by Crenshaw, and then immediately tackled, but a good gain. Down to the 24-yard line. Clock runs with 5 minutes to play. Second and 4. Wolf. A lot of time, throws it toward the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, Mekhi Crenshaw. The sophomore with his second touchdown reception of the year. And it's 49-34, pending the point after.
Again, in double coverage, and the receiver's able to go out and get it. The pass just over one defender and into the hands of another.
Through that between Ashton Cunningham and Sam Stone. And here's the point after by Cooper. And it is up, and it is good. 49-35, and now you would expect to see an onside kick by Cooper.
Well, certainly Jenks is going to be looking for it.
Well, Ed Murray should go buy a lottery ticket tonight because he was right about the high-scoring game before we started.
I think he already took care of that lottery. I think he was.
Don't forget the crew, Ed, when you win.
Got there's 5 minutes left in the ball game. There's time. You need a little help.
That was an 8-play, 80-yard drive once again, a minute 34. So the Lions have had back-to-back 8-play, 80-yard drives, one of 204, one of 134. And now an onside kick. They tried one earlier that was unsuccessful. Let's see what Clayton Cooper can do here. And let's see who the Lions put on the kicking team. They have Clark, Hayes, Marley.
He's got special placement of that football, so yeah, we got something coming up here. We'll see what he can do with it. Can you get that right bounce?
So here's the Ortho Central kickoff. It is up and bounced and loose, and Jenks recovers. And it is none other than Jalen Stanford.
He does it all, man.
They had a chance. That was a nice onside try by Cooper.
Yeah, it took
right
a nice
there.
bounce right there, yeah. And he's right there. Johnny on the spot. Say, I got it. Doesn't fumble it, doesn't bobble it.
Let's make sure we're with our sections.
550 yards tonight by the Lions. 381 by the Trojans. Almost 1,000 yards combined by these two schools.
Trojans have not had the turnovers except that one on the last drive. Other than that, they've taken care of the football.
I would have said had the Lions had 550 yards of offense against the Trojans, they would have won the game.
Yeah. So they're not be down two scores, 2 touchdowns.
Carrasco on the carry back up the middle for a couple of yards. Hayden Stoll, number 8, on the stop. Under 4.5 minutes to play. And now at what point do you start using your timeouts if you're more? Still all 3 left. Second down play. That was almost a direct snap to Carrasco. He's going to get a couple more yards. It'll bring up 3rd and long now for the Trojans.
Get a stop here, they'll punt. Change possession will stop the clock for you.
Nearly 3.5 minutes to play, and they're using all the play clock down to 15 now for the Trojans. Owen slows the tempo. Now down to 5, and I believe the Trojans are going to have to call timeout. They are not going to get this one off as Jaden Johnson had no clue where to go.
Yep. You don't want to do that. Because you just you save them a time. They may have taken one if they got stopped here. You take a timeout, then they punt. Clock stops again, change possession. You still got 2 timeouts left as it is. If they get stopped here, change possession, you save yourself timeout.
Well, while we have this break, we have time to do the GMC player of the game, and I don't think this is any shocker.
Who could it be?
Well, there's the first play of the game.
Little did we know.
And he gets the pick. And then he's off to the races. 4 touchdowns tonight for the Houston commit.
Jalen Stanford.
15 carries tonight, 213 yards. Here's another touchdown run as he gets to the pylon.
We didn't get the onside kick he just recovered.
And that is not Jalen Stanford right there. He's somewhere out there. There he is. Jenks, one of those schools who have multiple numbers, one on offense, one on defense. And here we're back to action, 3rd and 6. And here he comes in motion. And this ball is loose on the ground. Second time in a row that was snapped to Carrasco. I'm not sure whether that was supposed to be a direct snap or what. Both Owens and Carrasco tried to make the catch. And now a timeout has been called with 3:08 to play.
Yeah, Moore calls that timeout, save some time, and then they'll punt. You get another stoppage of the clock, change possession. Still got 2 timeouts left. If you can get a big play or a couple of big plays, score quickly, you got a shot.
Well, here's the dynamite driving drive of the game. Driving test 7 days a week, and it's an 11-play, 69-yard drive by the Trojans. They took 4 minutes and 38 seconds and really came at a crucial time. The Lions kind of had a little bit of momentum back, and then the Trojan got it back and took it down and scored and made it a 3-touchdown game again.
Yeah, and not just the fact they took a 3-touchdown game, but they ate up the clock. They took momentum away from Moore, who felt pretty good about themselves back within 2 scores. And so it was really a drive that kind of reestablished them as in control of the game. Jenks, it is, being in control of the game.
So after the timeout, it is 4th and 8. 4th and 8 for the Trojans. And they're going to kick it away for the 3rd time tonight. Here is Elliott Ataya, averaging 36 yards. Lions trying to get a rush, and he gets it away. Good punt. No one back for Moore. This is going to be a great punt as it rolls out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Make it the 6 is where they spot it. So with 3 minutes to go in the game, the Lions are pinned deep in their own territory.
Only 94 yards away from the end zone. But you got 3 minutes exactly. You need a big play here, a couple big plays to get in the end zone, then try an onside kick again.
Well, the last drive took 1 minute and 34 seconds. The drive before that only took 2 minutes.
I mean, Jenks may be playing a bit soft, trying to keep everything in front of him.
Here is Wolf from his own goal line, and it is caught, and then Clark steps out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Milton White, well, so he is back in the game. Number 72 for the Trojans.
And it did not get tossed.
Huh. Okay.
So it looked like the ref was saying, like,
yeah,
you're gone.
Here's the 2nd down play. Wolf again from his own goal line. Plenty of time. Now runs out of the pocket, throws it down the field, and almost intercepted again as he was looking for Hayes. Actually make that looking for Marley, and it brings up 3rd and long. 2:48 to play.
You maybe run somebody underneath a crossing route, either Simon or one of your speed receivers who are good getting yards after the catch. They're playing everything deep, but they might be soft underneath. Again, see if you can use up some clock.
Crenshaw makes the catch, enough for a 1st down to move the chains and keep possession out to the 16-yard line. Another Brahms 1st down for the Lions. And the clock stops, 2:43 to play. Still 2 timeouts left for the Lions. Where is C.J. Simon? Here is Clark, and Clark makes the catch at the 21 before he's tackled out of bounds to stop the clock with 2:38 to play. Wolf Out to Hayes, out of the backfield, and Hayes gets up to the 25 and then fumbles the football, but he was down.
A bit short, so yep, kind of bobbled there, was able to haul it in, and yeah, the ball's he's down when the ball comes out. So
good concentration to make that catch. 3rd and 1. Clock runs 2:12, 2:11. Wolf quickly out. And here is Simon, I believe. He gets the first down. Actually make that Marley on the reception. But they continue to move the chains with 2:02 to remaining. Wolf in trouble. Throws it to the right side to Marley again, and incomplete. And it brings up 2nd down. The clock stops, 1:51 to play. Interesting matchup. C.J. Simon, guess who's defending him? None other than Stanford.
Put your best athlete on the best athlete, because
Yep.
they know he's going to go to him.
And they're both lined up at the bottom of your screen. Here is Wolf looking for Simon, going deep, has Clark. In and out of his hands at the 20-yard line. The ball kind of held up a little bit, but he had Clark open initially, and it brings up 3rd down. Ashton Cunningham on the coverage for the Trojans.
The ball kind of hung up there a little bit.
He catches that, Myron, he may be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's behind Cunningham. 3rd down play for the Lions. Wolf is in trouble. Gets free. Running for the marker, and he gets it.
And got out of bounds.
Or did he get it? They're going to say he stepped out a yard short. Wow. Okay. 4th and a yard. With 1:36 to play. Awfully close. Clark in motion. Here's the handoff to Hayes. Picks up the first down and more across midfield. Still on his feet and then barreled under at the 45.
You get up there and you stop the clock or have your play set.
Hudson Ball, the sophomore defensive end,
Call timeout.
made the tackle at the end of the play. And a timeout by the Lions with 1.5 minutes to play. Here you see Cameron Hayes, only a junior. He's going to be a good one next year for the Lions, who are very young. They bring back a lot of sophomores and juniors for next year. One person we have not seen, Myron, in the 4th quarter has been Keandre Pittman. Or late in this game.
No, we're not. Maybe, I guess they're not going to pound the ball to him. They look for more of the speed guys. I don't know. It's just I like to see them maybe do something, some kind of crossing route with one of your speedier guys, because when they send everybody deep, they're laying, they're going to try to keep everything in front of them. And you're down to 1 timeout left now, so if you have 2, maybe just because their receivers are good getting yards after the catch.
First down play for the Lions from their 46, from the Jenks 46. Wolf quickly over the middle, has Simon at the 25-yard line down to the 22. First down Lions.
Get your big guys up there and see if you can get lined up. Run a play.
Over 600 yards of offense after that play for Moore, and Wolf will throw it into the ground to stop the clock with 1:18 to play. He's been impressive second half after 3 first half turnovers.
Yeah, you got to be mentally strong to get over those, because there were some really some tough penalties. I mean, tough interceptions. I mean, in the end zone. And first play of the game. Deep in your own territory. Be tough to get down on yourself. Be easy to get down on yourself, rather.
Second down, now Pittman back into the ball game at running back. And here's the pass to Simon at the 5-yard line and tackled right there by the Trojans. Another first down inside the Rose State College red zone with 1:10 to go. And they down it. 3 seconds comes off the clock. 1:07 to go. It'll be second and goal from the 6. Plenty of time on the clock as Wolf looks over to the sideline. 177 yards receiving now for C.J. Simon. Here is Wolf quickly to the goal line. He's going to be a yard short. That's Braden Clark.
Did they get out of bounds? Clock's running.
He did not get out of bounds. The clock is running. They will not use a timeout here. Now down to 50. Fans thought he got out of bounds, and here is the handoff to Pittman. Pittman right back up the middle, and he buries his way into the end zone. Touchdown, more Lions. It is not over yet. There is still time.
Yeah, some nervous Jinx fans, especially with this guy coming at you. Wide load.
He just ran over Cooper Crisp, number 37.
Yeah.
No match. You're talking 230 against 180. And the point after is blocked. The point after is blocked. That is huge.
Yes, that's big. He knows it's big.
That could be the biggest play of the game if the Lions recover the onside kick. 49-41. It is an 8-point lead for the Trojans.
So they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie.
Why not? We've seen it all tonight.
Yeah,
almost.
we've seen everything in this game, man. Plenty of points, big plays, bad plays, penalties, fights. Get your hands team out there if you're Jinx. You know what's coming.
That drive, impressive. 16 plays, 94 yards, Myron, in only 2:15. That is impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now Clayton Cooper comes over to talk to one of his coaches. Ty Walls, Jalen Stanford over on the near side, just out of the view of the camera range. And here is the Ortho Central kickoff. And they're going to kick it deep. And he's going to kick it out of bounds. I'm not really understanding that play. I am not understanding that.
Was he trying to pooch it over the front line?
Let's go downstairs to Ed Murray. Ed.
Well, what they were trying to do, he kicked it just a little bit too far. They had Braylon Clark on the near sideline, and the job was to kick it over the front line of Jinx and have Clark, the track star, run down there and get it. He just kicked it a little too far.
Yeah. Not enough air underneath. They want a little bit higher. That was pretty much a line drive. And
kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Ball be placed at the 35. First and 10.
Take a knee.
Lions have a timeout remaining, but at this point it's not going to matter. Yeah. The Trojans will snap it and take a knee. And there you go. That may be the final play. It will not be the final play of the game. They will have to snap it one more time. There's about a 2 to 3 second difference between the play clock and the game clock. And there it is. That will do it. That should be the final play. And the Trojans come on the road and defeat the Moore Lions 49-41. Nearly 1,000 yards of total offense in this game. And again, you go back to the 3 interceptions in the first half, this game may have ended differently.
Yeah, and that's something that you may wake up over the middle of the night if you're Denver Wolf or the Moore coaching staff, because, yeah, you did everything to, I won't say help Jenks. They don't need any help. But, yeah, the turnover certainly put you in a hole.
All right, let's take a break. Come back. We'll have the post game coming up. 49-41, the final score. We're back in a moment. Welcome back, everyone, to Moore, Oklahoma. Jenks wins it by a final of 49-41 here tonight in a crucial district matchup as the Trojans improve to 5-2 on the year as we await for our trophy presentation, as we do every Friday night on Friday Night Rivals. And, of course, this is a program that has won many, many trophies in their program history, but they're going to take another one home tonight. A Friday Night Rivals trophy, and I'm not sure if Ed is ready to go. Let's go downstairs to Ed Murray. Ed, take it away, buddy.
Well, Coach Riggs is overdoing his radio, so here's Ike Owens, the quarterback, and guys, y'all did just enough. I mean, it's never easy in this district, and you did just enough to win this game tonight.
Oh, yeah, I feel like we played pretty good. We can clean up some things here and there on offense and defense, but overall it was a good one.
Well, when the defense needed that big sack down there to set up really what turned out to be the clinching touchdown, and on the very first play of the game, this dude here with the interception.
Yeah, Ford had a huge game. The sack down there really finalized the game, and defense has our back and we have their back, so it was a good game.
Well, Jenks, I know you've got a lot of huge trophies in your trophy case. This is to remember tonight for the team. When you played Moore for the very first time in a district game, Jenks came out the champion, and you doubled your output. Over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. 4, you take it for the team, all right? The Jenks Trojans winners of this one.
All right, thank you very much, Ed. Well deserved for the Trojans tonight. All of us would like to take a moment to thank the wonderful sponsors of tonight's broadcast, Norman Regional Hospital, Ortho Central, GMC, McIntyre Law, and 1-800-GOT-JUNK, who through their contributions to the program make these games possible for you viewers at home. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsor supporters for their contributions to our 2022 Friday Night Rivals telecast. High Five Media, Oklahoma Ford Dealers, Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Store, Rose State College, Homeland Grocery, Dynamite Driving, and the United States Coast Guard. We'd also especially like to thank tonight's participating high schools and their administrators for their continued support. Jinx and more. Final score tonight, 49-41. Thanks for joining us, everyone, tonight. We'll see you next week.